Yo, team, what up? Thank you so much for joining me, man. I know I was on my Discord. I told everybody to join me over to my live stream, man. So I had to take a little break out of my training, man, to jump into the live, man, to see what's up with everybody. How's everybody's trading going? How's everybody doing, man? Give me a hit up, give me some love in the chat, guys, to see if everything is working properly. So yeah, definitely reach out to me, guys. YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Make sure everything is running smoothly, guys. Hit me up in the chats. Give me the thumbs up. Give me a shout out just to make sure everything is running good, guys. But we are back on the scene. We are back on the scene right now. I had to take some time out from my training to jump in on the live to make sure everybody's good for today as we setting up into tomorrow. So right now, as far as from what I see, guys, the levels that we did talk about yesterday, that I did talk about in my Discord, was around that 637.22 on SPY. Got that rebound right here, guys, from 637.22. Got that nice move right back up towards that 640 range, up towards 641. Keep that on watch. Keep in mind, guys, we are approaching lunch hours. TTD, we did get that little push up towards that 54.50 and got that pull right back down. What's up, NS? What's up, boss? Yes, I had to jump in on the live, so I had to take a little break from my training, guys, to hop in, man, give y'all some shout outs, man, and so forth. And thank y'all so much for participating into the Discord, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Tampa, all of y'all guys, hop in on my YouTube chat, Twitch chat, Kick chat. Hit me up through there, guys. So forth. So NS, man, how's everything going on your end, boss? Tariq, let me know if you in on here too, boss. So right now I am live, guys. On let me hit up Discord. Let them know I am live on Discord. I am live. Let me see. All right, I'm live. Let them know on Discord. I am live. Well, we already have NS already joined me on this so far, so we are here, guys. So yeah, so I just took a little break, man, from the training. So how you guys looking so far on your trades? I did alert Meta. I told you guys to be on lookout. I got to go back to my Discord. What's up, Queen? What's up, Queen? So I did alert. What's up, Queen? Let me go to my Discord. So I did alert Meta. I did alert you guys on Meta for that move on up. I did alert Meta this morning to what to look out for. CR. Let me see. Let me go over to CRCL. I know we had earnings on that came out this morning. I know we got CRWV after the market closed. Right now, CRCL we're getting a nice little pullback down. So we definitely started getting some little weakness. So yeah, we do have a little downtrend set up on CRCL. Let me set this up real quick. CRCL. Yep, so we do have a little downtrend on that note. Come on. I hate when this thing does this. It starts to act up on me. There we go. So we definitely want to get back above that 175 level if we want to see upside. We definitely want to get back above 175 from that 175 level. We do have room to push our way back up towards 180, 185. That's that level that we got stuffed at 930, but we got that nice little drop on down. PLTR. I know we were talking about that this morning as well too. PLTR, what you doing? PLTR. SPY still holding up pretty well, guys. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. I mean, we're definitely still on the uptrend on SPY, guys. Still trying to move our way up towards that that 642 range. PLTR got a little dip on down. It's got that nice recovery, guys, for that move right back on up towards the upside. Wound up reclaiming that 182. Started to get that push right back up towards 186.
What do you think? How much high SPY?
SPY Queen, 142 for sure. I can see 141.50 up to 142. 141.50 up to 142. Just keep your eyes peeled because we do have lunch hours going to be rolling around, so we're going to see can we that volume continues, continue on up, or will we start to get that pull back down towards that 640 level. So I do see 641.50 up to 642 as long as those buys continuously hold. Right now we are where 141. Yeah, 141. So let's see can those buys get that continuation push up to 141.50 up to 142. As lunch hour is about to be rolling in about 4 minutes. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. I mean, the majority of the market is in the green. I mean, so the market is bullish. The market is definitely bullish at this time. So we could see that continuation push. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. Let me see these levels that how high we can go up to. The highs from when was this? So guys, the old highs from when it was July 31st. The highs were 641.57. 641.57. So let me go ahead and put that price point in. So let's see, can we break past that price point? So 641.57. Let me go ahead and put a little spot up there. Let me I'll just utilize this one. So I'll put 641.57. 641.57 was the highs from the end of July. I'm sorry, July. So look like we got room to push up towards that level. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put an alert right at that price point to see can we get that push up towards that. And we could break past that 150, 150. We do have room to push up towards 150, 142. But yeah, man, training has been going great, man. I mean, I've been enjoying it. It's been definitely been a blast. And understanding these key levels, man. I've definitely been understanding the market a lot clearer, taking a lot more, moves. And I ain't gonna lie, I've definitely been ranking up, and definitely ranking up on my scalping opportunities. Scalping, I've been killing the scalps like crazy. I've been scalping my ass off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I did have to recover because I did try to go for PLTR, but I did jump the gun a little early. I did catch a little $15 loss.
39 cents. Are you doing training?
No. I'm with a group. I'm with a group right now. I'm training with a group right now, Queen. But when I say this group is so legit, I'm talking about Queen. I'm talking about 6-figure, 7-figure traders. And shout out to Hardware. Like I said, he's putting me on to the group.
39 cents. Which group?
It's a group that Hardware is a part of, but I'm under training with them, and definitely been underneath their wings. And these guys have definitely been showing me the ropes. It's not free, so I'm letting you guys know right out the bat. It's not free at all. It's not free to join this group. So I mean, thank God through the grace of God that I was able to, get upon this team and learn from them guys, which I am taking some of that wisdom from them, and I'm bringing it over to you guys to learn. So, to understand, the price actions, the price levels, and so forth. So all I'm doing is taking that training and taking in that wisdom that they're providing to me, guys, and sharing what I can with you guys. So just to understand the levels, man, to understand price ranges, to understand on how to look at the market, how to have patience, to understand the directions of the market. And so that's what I've been learning a lot from these guys, and it's been a blessing, man. I'm still training, man. Still learning. So shout out to the group, man. But yeah, it's not. I'm just letting you guys know it's not free. It's not free.
I can see muscles growing, boss.
Yeah, man. So I mean, man. But it's definitely been showing me a lot, man.
How long is training?
I started off. When did I start? I started in July. So my goal, I ain't gonna lie, my goal is to train throughout the rest of the year. Because I want to learn as much as I can, man. I want to learn as much as I can because I want to get on these levels of these guys, man, and really sitting back and hearing them out, their thought processes and the breakdowns. And I mean, when I mean legit, these guys are legit, man, and they are the real deal. And just to learn from them is a blessing, and just to get their understandings and their mindsets on the market is definitely mind blowing.
Nadia says. $SPY to 641.
Yeah, okay, so the reason why, and Nadia and Jenna, and for the rest of you guys, now the reason why I put that area. What's up, KD? My guy, man. What's up, boss? Yeah, Hardware's the GOAT. I mean, I learned so much from him. I mean, he's definitely brought my ability to a whole different level.
Hey, boss, congrats to you.
And thanks so much, Ingrid. And the reason why I'm taking this into consideration, because y'all know the downfall that I went through with the last trading group, with Traedcast and everything, because I had so much faith in them, and then everything just went south, man, and I put so much faith into them, and which again, still shout out to Traedcast. I'm still, there's never no bad blood against them, man. Shout out to Sean and Traedcast and them. It's just that things didn't go out or as planned, and it just certain situations took place. And I'm just being honest. I'm just speaking for myself. That I feel like they should have talked to us about it. From me, AK-47, and the rest of us guys. That, man, I mean, to give us a better understanding on the movement that they were making, which they didn't do that. And that's the hurtful part.
Good for building knowledge.
Yeah, and again, and even though I went through what I went through with Traedcaster, man, there's still no bad blood against them. I don't hate these guys. I don't hate the group, man. I still got love for Traedcaster. Always gonna have love for them because they did put me on a certain level to get my, my trade career to where it is. So shout out to Traedcast and Sean. But now, once one door closes, another door opens, and God put me on another level. Now I'm into this level, man, watching these 6-figure, 7-figure trader guys kill the market, understanding their mindset, being a part of that. And again, what I'm doing is taking that knowledge and I'm sharing with you guys, So that's a blessing, and I'm trying to pass on to you guys. So I'm not being selfish, holding it to myself. I'm doing as much as I can to make you guys more confident as traders and to just have fun with it. You know, not be, you know, overthinking, procrastinating situations. That's why, if you notice, guys, think about it. And y'all got to give me props, because think about it. My Discord, I've been stepping up on my Discord, putting up alerts, breaking down things. I've been stepping up more on my Discord with alerts, being more active towards it. So, I mean, if y'all notice the change that I've been stepping up on my Discord, I've been more active, I've been more just excited. And I've definitely been passing on that wisdom to you guys. You know, the much knowledge as I'm gaining, trying to pass it on to you guys. So, I mean, that's what I've been doing. I definitely been keeping my word. I've been participating in part of Discord. I'm opening up different parts of my Discord, 'cause I'm still learning it. You know, as far as the voice commentaries and everything. So,
what did you learn that you did not know?
I mean, well, I ain't gonna lie. Patience. It definitely helped me on my patience. It definitely helped me on my patience. To have a better understanding on the setup. Like, okay, for example, like for SPY, like being impatient, not understanding. Okay, once we pull back to understand the levels that needed to be held, which is what I was calling out on my Discord. What levels did I call out on SPY? And I could go back to my Discord and show that, which was what, 637.22, right? What did we pull back down to? 637.22. We wind up holding that key level and then wind up getting that bounce right back on up. So it taught me patience on, okay, once we pull to this level, have patience to see, okay, if buyers can hold this level after a pullback, to see if buyers can now take back control and start to reverse the play right back on up. So that's what I mean by it's been showing me on how to understand my control levels, my patience levels, to really have faith in these price points that I do call out. And I will go back. I'm gonna go back to my Discord right now, and I'm gonna see where I did alert that to show my proof that I was putting up that price point. Let me go back to my alerts on SPY around at 637. I think it was yesterday. I alerted it. I'm coming, big boy. And the Queen has a new job, so now him not being in day. Oh, and that's another good news. He's no longer in daycare. He has gotten accepted to a public school, so he's gonna be starting school soon. So shout out to my son. So shout out to him. So at the time, for the moment, I do have to have daddy duties. Daddy duties. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up to my Discord where I did alert SPY. Yep, look right here. Got it. Show my proof. And this is yesterday, because y'all remember I posted this. So look right here. I said, guys, SPY, look for the level. What price point do y'all see right here? What price point do y'all see right here? That was what? Yesterday, right? Yesterday, showing you the time. Yesterday at 11:47 a.m., I said, SPY, look for the level around 637.22. Yesterday. Now, going into today, what level did we bounce at? 637.22. But you see how the training is showing me on how to have faith in these levels and really honing in on these price points, when to get into a trade, when to not get in on a trade, being patient, waiting on these levels for possible reversals back on up. So as you can see right here, look at the price that we bounced at. Look where my yellow line is at. Look where my yellow line is at right here. Let me move it over a little bit so guys you can see the price. Where's that yellow line at? That's today, right? 637.22. What area did I say to look out for yesterday? 627.32, right? But you see how that training is helping me have more confidence, helping me put out the correct alerts to showing the team on, okay, if we watch out for these levels, we could see a nice move back on up towards the upside. Levels that we could pull down to. We pull down to what level? 637.22. What level did we bounce back on today? 637.22, right? See? But you see how it's helping me understand these levels and have a better understanding to it. And you can see right here, where did we bounce after the pullback? 637.22, got that reversal, went red to green, biased that right back on in. And look where we at right now, 640, bam. See that? So going through this training is definitely helping me step my, get my game up as far as understanding the price levels, respecting the price levels, trading off of those price levels. And again, taking that knowledge, and I'm sharing with you guys on Discord. I'm not being selfish and holding that to myself and profit off on it while you guys are left in the dark. I'm sharing this information with you guys. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Doing the best that I can to call out certain plays so you don't put yourself in the wrong, situation. And look at this, 6732. Once we reclaim that level, look at this. Look at the levels from that level all the way back up to what? 641. So, I mean, that's what it's definitely been doing. This training has definitely been opening my eyes to seeing the market in a different aspect. And also,
is everyone who joins the group going through training?
Everyone that's in it, well, I mean, we are. I mean, everybody's going through it. There's a lot of other guys, a lot of other people that's in it. And I mean, we do have talking points where they do go over breakdowns and everything.
637.
That was a psychological level. That was a psychological level, Queen. Let me see. I don't think I have it on my big chart, but it was a psychological level. If you go back from yesterday's movement, if you noticed, it played around. If you notice, it played around that price point yesterday, back and forth, back and forth. See around 6,732, 637.22, 637.22. If you notice right here, look. Once we got back above it, look on how active those candles got once it got back above that price point yesterday on 637.22, and you got that push up towards 638. And then you wind up falling back underneath that price point, and then look how active the candle got again. So if you notice that, Queen.
Market low was 635.18.
Yeah, but that level I caught wind to it. Look right here. That was which day was this? This was the 8th. What was my mind is going on the dates. Sorry about that. Let me go to my my dates on here. Sorry about that. 8th was Friday. Okay, Friday. That's what it was, Queen. Friday. So that's why I put that mark. So notice that we ran up towards 637.22 Friday. Then we got rejected. Then we came right back on down. Then we broke above 637.22. Got that little nice. We stayed in this little range and then fell right back on down again. And then towards the end of the market Friday, we got right back above what? 637.22. Went for that run. And then after hours, we pulled back down to what? 637.22. We bounced right back on up. Then we pulled back down to what? 637.22. Right back on up. Then we pulled back down to what? 637.22. And then right back on up. That was Friday's play, right? Now going into Monday's play, all I did was just take Friday's setup, go this way. Because obviously I noticed the 637.22, it was active. Like that number or that price point can't play a major role in the market. So all I did now was just take that same exact price point going into Monday yesterday. And you can see right here where we bounced at. 637.22, we ran on up. Then we fell right back down to 637.22. Got a nice little pullback down to 636.55. And then got back on top of what? 637.22. Got that nice run on up. That was yesterday. All right, now go to today. Take that same price point. All I did was drag that same price point into today. Today, we pulled back down to what? 637.22. Got that nice little bounce. But you notice how Friday's price point interacted with Monday's play yesterday and today's play today? See that? One price point. All I did was take the price point from last week's action. That's it. All I did was spread. Where is it at? Yeah. So all I did was take last week's price action right here. I figured out where the top was. Once I figured out, okay, where was getting stuffed at, all I did was take that price point, because for some reason, for us to keep getting stuffed at that price point, that it played a major role on a psychological basis for buyers and sellers. Because once you got on top of it, buyers tried to hold it. Underneath it, sellers tried to stay underneath that price point. So if you notice, that price point played a major role on a psychological basis for buyers and sellers. So all I did was just take Friday's action and just go right across the board and drag it over. Monday area, which I kept calling out yesterday. You remember I alerted 637.22. You remember I alerted that right on my Discord. I said watch the 632 level and look at the activity. Look on how the candles got active once it got back above what price point? 637.22, and you got that nice run up to what? 638 level. Why 638 level? Because that was pre-market level yesterday, which you ran up, got rejected. Ran up towards, got rejected. Ran up towards 638, got rejected. So now going this way, from yesterday's movement to today, look where we pulled down to. We pulled down to what? 637.22. Got back above what price point? 638.76. And now pushing our way to new highs. See that? Pushing up to now new high price points. So all you do on a psychological basis, Nadia, for the rest of you guys, all you do is just take those price points and play them. That's it. Understand these levels, like right here where you got rejected at. Take these levels and drag them. That's it. Like, okay, if I take this right here, this 40 level, right, and drag it down towards this level where we got rejected at. Notice how once you broke above that level, see right here where you got rejected at hard, all you did was turn resistance into support. Notice the difference. Notice once you got above it, look how active it got. Look how active those buyers got. Now holding above that price point and pushing this way up to new higher price actions. See that? All they did was take old resistance, which was today, pre-market resistance and intraday resistance. Once you got above it, turn resistance now to support and got that move up towards the upside. So guys, all it is a psychological game. All you do is memorize these areas of resistance and memorize these areas of support, and notice all it is a rinse and repeat. That's it. It's a rinse and repeat, where now being on top of this level, buyers can now utilize this level. If we do pull back down, if buyers can hold this, well, we can utilize that for a bounce right back on up to retest around 641, 641.50. Guys, all it is a psychological play. Like, exit out all the choppiness. Like, exit out of that shit. Don't worry about all of this choppiness. Understand the strong price levels, not the choppiness. Understand the tops, understand the bottoms, utilize those price points, and drag it over. That's it. That's all you do, guys. Take these specific areas and drag it over. How did I know 637 level was going to be a key level? Due to Friday's price points where we got rejected at, and then finally breaking above it now can be utilized for support. Today, now that we're breaking above a new price level, all right, all I did was take this level here, 639, go right across the board. You can see right here where the breakout level is happening. That's it.
Can hotware take you out of position?
I mean, he could, but the only reason why he'll do it because he'll notice a certain level where the market could reverse. Because he is put bias. He likes to short, but he understands the level that it needs to go up to before he can execute on those trades. So, but he does the same. But you got to understand, Queen, he does the same exact thing. He'll identify himself with resistance once, twice. He'll identify himself with strong resistance down to a certain key level. Because you got to keep in mind, he aims for a certain price point. He'll take that profit and then wait for the next set of opportunities. That's what he does. And he thinks about it on a psychological level too. So that's what it is. It's a psychological play. He knows where to get in. He knows where to get out. He knows how to do it on a psychological basis. And that's something that I did learn from hardware. Shout out to hardware on understanding these psychological levels on, again, knowing where to get in on the put, knowing where to get in on the call, and just being patient waiting on these setups. Because think about it, where the majority, Queen and Nadia and Jenna, where the majority of your actions happen at are the reversal. Where? Right around 637.22. You went red to green, and then you got that nice move right back on up, and then we wound up breaking above that price point for that push up towards 641. All it is a psychological game. That's it. And not just that. If we go to a 12-hour chart, which I'm always preaching about, 12-hour charts, it's up to you if y'all want to use 12 hours. Y'all don't have to, but this is what I use to also understand and identify myself with certain play levels. All I did was go on here to look. And we go back to a 12-hour chart to understand the future setups. Look right here. Go back, go back. All we did was hold what level? Right around here. We held this key level right around this 3680. You can see a red to green move. You clearly see what we held. Lower shadow indicated that we had buying pressure right here where we held. And why did I put these levels? Because you remember, these were the levels that we held a while back. Let me go back a little bit over. Go back over a little bit over. All I did was just understand the setup. Look at this. All I did was just take the pass and understand the levels where buys came in at. That's it. Look at this. Pull back failure, pull back failure, pull back failure, pull back failure. And you can see the transition red to green right above that level of 636.19, where you can clearly see that. All I did was just go this way. What level did we hold on top of? 636.19. Look at that. Held that same level and got that push right back up towards these old highs. See that? Now all you got to do, guys, is just take these charts and understand the setups, man. Take your time to understand and read these setups. This is why I have all my lines. Once we move up to a certain level, all I do is watch to see, okay, now that we're in this range, what level needs to hold within this range? All I'm doing is taking a pass. Okay, in the past, we did get dips, but the bodies of the candles held around 636.19. Right across the board, right across the board. All I did was just take the pass and now go this way. Now that we back up towards that level, now as we pull back down, all I'm doing is watching the pass and going this way.
Those yellow line, how to draft them?
All I do is just based off the uptrends. That's all I do. So all I did was this, engineer. Nadia, I'm sorry. All I did was just do this. Was take the pass levels. Let me go back a little bit. That's how I draft it. All I do, I look for like resistant levels, and that's how I set them. Once I find the strongest level, the strongest top from that level, then I start to understand, okay, the movements, within that setup. So that's why I have it. So you can see right here, that first yellow line, look where that red candle was at. Bam, got that pullback. Second yellow line, look where that red candle was at. Boom, got that pullback. And all I do is just try to understand the movement. All I try is to understand the patterns to it. That's it. I try to understand the patterns, the setups to, the movements up towards the red line and the green line. That's it. That's all I try to do. So right now, we already got that bounce off of the green line. Now we are in the mid area. We're in the mid area between the green line and the red line, right? So that means right here, based off the setup, what do you have now more? You have more buyers. After we had this dump on off, look at the transition of the candles. You went from sellers now to buyers. Y'all notice the transition? Y'all went from sellers now to buyers. That means now the market is bullish. So now we have to have more of a bullish mindset versus a bearish mindset. That's how we have to look at it. That's how we have to look at it. So you have to understand the movements of the market. Man, what is the market doing? Is the market in the bullish momentum? Is the market in a bearish momentum? Once you start to understand and identify yourself with that, okay, start having a bullish mindset. So you know it's not gonna be wrong. You already know that we're gonna wrong. Thank you. So you already know, guys. Now that we are above this price point. Now that we are above the 640 level, right? We are crossing over that barrier. The level that once held you back, right? Now you are above that price point, 640. The question is, can buyers maintain this old key level now to continuously pushing up towards the upside? That's going to put us towards 142, 144, up to 146. Because now that we're crossing above this level, because you got to keep in mind, 140 was once a strong resistance, because every time we hit around 640, I said 140. 640, we pull right back on down. 640, we pull right back on down. All you do is take this line here. Now that look what we're doing. We're slowly crossing above that price point. So the question is, can buyers maintain 640? Can he stay above that 640 floor? Because now what we want to do, especially if you're long buys, is now that we want to flip the script. Now instead of being underneath the bears control, now we want to be in the bulls control, where now the bulls will have the upper hand. Now, if you notice that, we're retesting an old level that once took us out twice. Ran up to 640, pull back. 640, pull back. Now that we're breaking above that key level, the question is, now can we hold it? If buyers can maintain that level, now you'll be taking that power away from the bears. Now they can utilize old resistance for now possible new support. So that means now, if once this candle closes successfully above that price point, every candle that comes in next, they should be utilizing this level here, where we see pullback failure, but also staying within that range where we have now room to push up to even higher price points. So that means you'll go from this trend line possibly up to now this trend line, but we're continuing an uptrend pattern, if y'all notice that. So that's all it is. Because you got to keep in mind the 15-minute time frames, the 5-minute time frames, the 3-minute time frames, guys. This setup here, all it is this candle. All it is the movement within this candle. That's all it is. So this green candle that we're now in, or that we're not seeing on SPY, is clearly this. That's it. You gotta remember, these are 1 o'clock candles from 1 p.m., 1 a.m., from 1 a.m., from 1 p.m. So we already know once this candle closes out at 1 o'clock, then the second half of the market is going to begin, which should create a new candle at 1 o'clock. So if this one successfully closes above 640, that means that the next candle that comes in, it should be welcomed with support at that 640 range. So keep that in watch. What time it is right now? So it's 12:20. So right now, 12:20. We want to see this candle successfully close above 640. That means this is where we're at right now. So as the second half of the market is about to roll in, which will be around 1 o'clock, as long as we stay above 640, that means that the next candle that comes in, that 640 level, which is right here, should be holding up as support. So if that holds up as support, that should keep us in a range today, tomorrow, and so forth. But if you notice the uptrend, like I said, buyers are in control right now. Look at your setup. Buyers are in control right now.
Look at this good-looking MFLOLUCPLT.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to go to it too, boss. Let me see PLTR. Let me take a look at PLTR. But guys, you get the idea of the setup on SPY. Once you came out of a downtrend, and once you got off of that green trend line, you got that nice move right back on up, going from sellers to now buyers. You notice the transition, and you notice the momentum changes. You notice that? All you do is take those setups into consideration. That's it. You know where the strongest area is, even based off of this chart setup I have. Look where we kept getting rejected at. 640. 640. Go across the board. We want to get those candles to successfully close above what? 640. Because that means now once those new candle comes in, now 640 is going to hold up as possible support. Where now we can now be in a new range between 640 on up. And that's all it's about. Understanding the movements, understanding the patterns, understanding the arrangements, understanding the volatility and the who's in control, buyers or sellers. That's it. You can see right after we had this dump on off, after we had these 3 red candles on down, look what's happening now. All the buyers are doing now is just taking back all the gains. See that? So right here at 640, you had this flush. And look right here after this movement. Buyers took back that candle. Buyers took back that candle. Buyers are trying to take back this candle, trying to regain all those levels that was once taken away. That's it. All they're trying to do is reclaim everything that was lost. And now trying to create new gains. 640, now on up. 642, 644, 646, and so forth. Now trying to create a new high. That's it. Now that you done broke out of this 640 level, now you're trying to create new levels. You notice that? That's all it is. So if I put, and I'm about to go to PLTR hardware. I got you, boss. So if you notice this, watch this range right here. We're gonna start. We'll just stay right here. We'll just keep this range. We'll do this. We'll do this. Bam. Now you notice the range? See, you fell out of this range, got back in this range. Buyers started to step back up. Now starting to retest those tops. Now the question is, can buyers take those? Can they hold this level? Can they stay above this level, which is 640? Because we don't want to see a triple top, because you don't want to see the candle falling back underneath 640, because that'll indicate that what? 640 is still holding up at strong resistance. So right here, you already got one top here. Then here, you got two tops here. And then this one, we want to avoid a third top. In order to avoid a third top, then we need to get that candle to successfully close above our price point, 640. So we can look at it in two case scenarios. So say for instance, we didn't hold, right? Let me draw this out. Let me draw this out real quick.
Queen 39 says.
But y'all get what I'm saying, all right? Y'all get what I'm saying, correct?
188.
Yeah, but Queen and y'all get what I'm saying, right? All you're doing is taking this old resistance area here, right around 640, because what you don't want to do is fall back underneath that, creating a triple top. Because if that creates a triple top, that means another pullback could occur right back underneath the price point of what? 640. So if those buyers can successfully stay on top of this level, they can now take an old resistance and now utilize that for support to move up to even higher price points, because you are breaking above a certain level that bears, again, held buyers from breaking above. Now that buyers are now taking that level away from those bears, now can create new higher price points. All they're doing is taking an old key level that once was held as resistance and now reversing it, possibly turning that now to support. Now also putting you in a new price bracket of 640. You're no longer in the 630s. Now you're in the 640s. Now you have to deal with the 640 price points. 642, 644, 646, 648, up to what's going to be the next one, 650. And you notice. What's up, man? What's up, boss? But y'all get what I'm saying? By just understanding these levels?
44% profit.
That's all it's about. Understanding these levels. Finding a way to get a better understanding. Okay, what the market is doing. And you can use this with SPY. You can use this with Tesla. You can use this with Apple. Apple, Amazon, and video. Anything that you trade with. Once you start to get the understanding of the overall setup, play off of it. Let me go to PLTR, because I know Shoutout the hardware was calling it out too. I know we talked about PLTR as well. All right, PLTR. All right. And it's all about understanding just the setups, guys. That's it. Understanding the levels that played out in the past and what levels that needs to be broken in order for us to see upside based off of your preference.
Matthew
If you're long buyers or short buyers.
Bro, be proud of me. Bought the dip exactly 600.
Man, shout out to you, boss. Shout out. But you understood the process. You understood the setup. You patiently waited. And as I stated in my Discord, patience is key. So, okay. Let me ask you guys this. On PLTR. And I ain't gonna say nothing. What level needed to hold? And I put this in PLTR because I remember I was talking to Positive. I was talking to Positive about this morning. And I did bring up the price point. What level needed to be held on PLTR for us to get that upside? What level needed to be held in order for us to get that reversal back up to the upside? What price point did I tell you to mainly watch? And I'll bring up my price point on Discord once y'all bring it up, once y'all say it. But I'm not gonna bring it up to y'all. Somebody says.
39 cents.
Bam.
183.
183, baby.
Nadia says.
183.
186.
Nadia, look closely at my chart. Where did you see that price sitting at? Where's that white line at? 183. Where did you see the transition at? 183. Queen, shout out to you, Queen. But you starting to catch on to it. Those price points, right? And let me go back to my Discord now that you called it out. But you was close. Nadia, you was close. You was just off $3. You was off $3. You was close. You was close, Queen. So let me go to it. You was close.
Bam.
Exactly. Look at the transition. Bam. 183. And let me go to it. Let me go to where I called it out on my Discord to show my proof that I did call that out. Let me see. PLTR. Where you at? This morning. Let me go to. Matter of fact, I'll bring it over here so y'all can see it. So y'all know I ain't lying. because I always show my proof. I don't hide nothing from you guys. Y'all know this. We start talking about PLTR. PLTR, I did right about. Where is it at? When I start talking about it. House Spy. What is PLTR? I know I'm talking about it. Now CRWV. STTD. What the hell? I could have sworn I'm talking about PLTR on here. Oh, right here. I got it. Bam. Okay, here we go. Here we go. She said, need help with PLTR. How low can we go? She said, am I right? She said, I have 163 or 160 support. I said, right here, plain as day.
$PLTR 183 support and $188 or 188.
Yeah, but you gotta look at the main area, Nadia Dyke. That's the thing. You gotta look at the main area for, especially for good entries. Yeah, the 188 and all that is fine, but you have to look at the main area. That's your money maker. Your money maker. The transitional area that goes from green to red. Red to green. That goes from sellers to buyers. That's your key point. That's what gets the party started. So, as she asked, I said, as far as, and that was what time was this? That was in the morning. That was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, as long as PLTR, the main floor, we want to hold 183. Keep on watch to see if that level holds after CPI data is released. I said if it's negative, then we should fall back underneath that price point, which we should see 180 down to 187. But we held that level, and that's why I put afterwards around 7 o'clock, well, which is that's my time, which was around 8:30 after CPI data came out. I said, told you, Queen, 183 level held. Did you take the pre-market trade? PLTR. So I put my proof that right here, right there, guys. My time that I posted it, and I posted that level 183. And let's go to the chart now. Where did we reclaim? Yes, we got dips below that price point, but look at the bodies of the candles where we held 183. Where did the transition happen at? 183. Where did buyers come in at? Strong buyers. 183. See that? From 183, look where you at now. Look at the prices movement. 185. From what price point they got the party started? 183. So, but you see what I mean? That's why I'm trying to help you guys out. Not look at so many damn prices. Look at the main price point that means the most. Where's a buying opportunity where you can buy in, where your reward levels are higher and your risk are lower. I kept saying 183. Yes, we got dips below that price point, but what was that main prime objective? 183. 183 level held, and there you go. Now, what is the area to the top? I already posted it. I already got it set up around 188. That's going to be your tops. That's how far you can go up. But again, Nadia, if you would have caught the 183s at the bottoms, which you can still get in because it's still holding, because now you're at 185. You only buy, what, $3 away from 188. Because now you got a good green candle. Now, as this 12 o'clock candle closes out, we may be seeing a continuation gap up. So once this candle closes out, because now you got a green candle, once this candle closes out, the next one comes in, may utilize that candle's close to get that continuation push up towards 180, 187, 188, and so forth. Because you got a good green side of green candle. That's good for the first half of the market. That's excellent. That's bullish. That's representing bullish. Because you already engulfed this red candle. That's been taken out. Now the next candle that you want to take out is going to be this one here. You want to engulf that one. In other words, you need to break back above 188, 190. Because you want that nice continuation push and bullish move towards the upside. And not just that. Okay. Nadia. Jenna. Aussie. What was another key thing to look at? I'm talking about based off my chart. What was another key thing? Where not just 183, but what also did what helped as far as the bounce? What helped? What helped as far as that bounce? Put it like this. What was that? Spy's above 140, 150. We just talked about. Told y'all. Bam! Told y'all. Told y'all, man. Come on, man. Highs based off of what? I told y'all.
Ingrid Aussie Chick says. BWAP.
No, well, not just the VWAP. 90. Look where that 90 MA is sitting at. See that 90 MA? You guys see that? You notice on PLTR you got overextended all for that 90 MA, and then you wind up pulling back and bouncing off of what? That blue indicator, right? 90 MA, which was lined up with what? 183, which gave it what? Double support.
Ingrid Aussie Chick says,
Bow!
on fire.
But what I told y'all about SPY, I told y'all. Come on, man. I hope just put level just to put them. Why did we call out that level?
Matthew says, okay, we hit pre-market last time.
Let's go back. Why did I put that level? Why did I put that level?
So 645 incoming.
Why did I put that level? Let's go back.
Aussie Chick says, I thought that was the upper guap.
Look, let's go back. Why did I put that price point? Because that was that high. Remember that? I told y'all that was that high on the end of July. Did I not just say that in my live? I said that we could push up to the what? That high, which is around, look right here. What price point did you see? What's the high at? 641.57. Right here, look up here. As I hover over that candle. What is the high? 651.57, right? What did I put my price point at? 651.57, right? What did we run up to? 651.57, right? Guys, the answers are right there in front of you. Play the past, man. Utilize those old price points because you got to keep that in mind because those are levels that bears interjected in where they have, again, went against the grain. Those are areas that buyers need to take out. So you got to push up to those levels. They got to push up to 640 because that's where your bears came in. They got to push up to this high because that's where your bears came in, right? You got to get up to these levels on the buying side or on the long side if you want to create higher price points. If you want to create 650, 642, 644, 645, 646 and so forth. You got to take out old key levels in order to get to them, right? So you had to push up to what? 641.57, which was what? This high here. Look, even if I place a line, old high, let me duplicate that. That was that old high. That's why I put my red line where? 641.57. Let's go back. Let's put the price the correct price point. 641.57. All right.
Nadia said,
bam, 641.
$CRC
Bam.
said
And what are we hitting?
$70 will bounce, but now $164.
And keep in mind, Nadia, and keep in mind, Aussie. Now what are we hitting? We're not only hitting that high right now, right? On SPY, right? We're not only hitting that old high, but also we're hitting that trend line. Watch that key level. Let's see. Let's just see if sellers are going to try to step in to try to block those buys from breaking out to see if they're going to try to hold them. Let's see who's going to have more strength. Right now, we got buys still trying to get that push above that 641.57. But let's see if sellers are going to be sitting there. Let's see if sellers are going to be sitting right around that price point. Let's see. Can we continue or will sellers come in and try to yank them back down? Let's see. Let's see, can we maintain and stay on top of that 641.57? Let's see. Let's see, can they hold it right here? And keep in mind, guys, all we did was hit this old high. That was June 31st. That was the last day of July. Last day of July. Now, let's go back this way. Now, what also are we hitting? That trend line, right? How powerful is that trend line? They utilize this for a bounce. So, obviously, it has some type of power to it where that trend line has held, where buys then came in, utilized that same trend line and bounced on up. So, let's take that same trend line and go this way, now being underneath it. So, let's see. Watch this 140. Let's watch this 641.57 level. Let's watch this level here to see if buyers going to go for that push or will sellers come in and try to yank them right back on down. Why? Because, again, that's an old high. And also, you're hitting a trend line right at this key level, which is creating what? Double resistance. So, not only do you have 641.57, you also have a trend line lining up right here. So, let's see what's about to happen right at that price point. Can those buyers overtake those sellers and push? Or will those sellers come in and yank them on down? Let's see. Let's see. See how easy it is to call these plays? See how easy, but you see how laid back it is? You don't have to overcomplicate it. You see that? All I did was just take the pass, guys. All I did was take off of the pass plays and go right across this way on a psychological basis. Because sellers are going to see that level. They see the level that they ran up to in the past, which was around 641.57. They're going to think of that same exact price point.
Puts when are we going to the 637.22? Matthew says, third bottom.
The level, okay.
Matthew says, Tifa second.
Now, the level that I see below that, we do get that hard pullback. I mean, you got to think about, okay, Meth, you got to think about this old breakout level from pre-market and intraday, which was at 639.82 to begin with. So if we were to get a flush, you gotta keep in mind that that's gonna be the possible first level that they're gonna pull back down to, because that's your old breakout level. That's gonna be first before we come back down to these lows. You gotta think about the old levels here that we had to break out in order to get here. So you gotta take these old strong resistance now can be possibly utilized for support for a pullback bounce. So you gotta take those levels into consideration. So from here to here, that's gonna be the first initial area, and then from that level, if we do get a continuation sell-off, that's gonna pull you back down to these levels.
Says, I think 639 will win BC of bullish market.
Yeah, because like I said, that's the old breakout level. That's a strong resistance. Now can be utilized for strong support. So if I draw this out, guys, like I said, don't make it complicated. Like, just take old key levels. Look, just take this old key level and this new level,
says,
and boom.
they buy Altkin dips.
See, look,
Matthew says,
possible level.
viewed they can sit lower.
See, look, if we cannot hold that level and we pull back 9 times out of 10, and not just that, look what that 50 SMA is running up to. Meth, look what that 50 SMA is running up to, boss. That 50 SMA is damn near about to line itself up with what price point? If we was to get that deep pull back down, once we crack that indicator and that indicator, the next indicator on down is what? That 50 SMA, which is pulling itself up right up to what? Right to that old breakout level, right? You see that, right? If we was to get a pullback, look what that 50 SMA is pulling itself up right up to, that old breakout, this old level here. That 39 level. See that? Which created almost like a gap fill. A gap fill from this price point down to this price point. And a gap fill from the indicators. From these two indicators down to that indicator. So if those buyers can't hold and those sellers do come in, you could expect a possible pullback down this way. Now, however, if they can hold, you do have room to push your way up to 642 and so forth. But right now, watch this key level, because this is a psychological level that sellers have came in before, where sellers have created a rejection for those buyers right back down based off of the past, right around 641.57. And you can see the battle. You see it struggling right now around that price point, right? Because sellers are thinking about that same key level that they can possibly utilize if they get enough sellers to come in and keep them underneath 641.57. And you notice how it's hesitating a little bit? See how it's hesitating just a little bit? Getting a slight hesitation. Slight hesitation. But it's all about understanding the psychological. Man, that's one thing, being a part of this training, it has helped me out a lot. Is being understand the psychological levels. That's what helped me out a lot. A lot. And you see how patient I am, just understanding psychological. And look, Meth, Queen, Jenna, Aussie, where we get rejected at? Where we get rejected at? Where we starting to see those sellers come in at slowly? Where we see those sellers starting to push right back underneath? Slowly. You're creating a gap down right into that price point that we just talked about, that high and that trend line, right? Yellow trend line and that price point creating a double resistance, right? 9 times out of 10, your sellers could be sitting right at this level, again, on a psychological basis, trying to trap buyers. So let's see. We're going to see what the momentum is going to do. We're going to see. If we have more buyers, put it like this, if we have more buyers than sellers, then we should re-breaking back above that price point, holding that price point, trying to push our way back up to 642, 642.50 and so forth, where we'll turn old support to resistance, old resistance to support, creating a new range. However, if we have more sellers than buyers, then with that level should remain resistance for a second touch, double top, which is here to here, for that nice.
You're here so rare, I miss you.
Man, well, I've been doing a lot of training, Meth, and the queen just got a new job. Yeah, well, the queen just got a new job, so I'm also having to do daddy duties now because our son is here, because we took him out of daycare because he has been accepted into a public school, thank God. So now he's going to be going to actual school instead of daycare. So so he got accepted. So we in a transition of that. So he's going to be starting public school soon. So. It's a lot on my plate, but I'm handling it.
6.90 next LB 78.60 S then 80 monster.
So watch this level, guys. Watch. Keep it on watch. I'm not going to even move my line, not one bit. I'm not moving my line, but look. Look where your sellers are coming in. Let's see. I'm going to put my alert. I want to see if we're going to actually pull back down. I'm going to put my alert just to see. What was that? 82? But you notice how, guys, I'm not overcomplicating nothing. How I'm just understanding the market, understanding the setups, understanding the psychological levels, and just and sharing this with you guys. I'm not overcomplicating nothing. How did I know this area? How did I know this area was going to have some type of interruption? How? How did I know this? All I did was go back and read my chart. The chart told me a psychological level, which was around what? 641.57. Because again, where did that pullback or where did that high occur? 641.57. Then we fell back underneath that 640 range and then got that dump right back on off. It's just psychological levels. And that's and shout out to Hardware and for that and for the group, man, that I mean they taught me to understand this even better without overcomplicating anything. Understanding more of the psychological basis. Because guys, you have to remember, the market is 90% psychology, 10% strategy. So that 90% level or that psychology level is gonna be at those price ranges. And that's it. Not getting caught up in the choppy and this and all this. Oh man, what about this 25-cent level? What about this 30-cent level? What about this? It's all about understanding the psychological levels. That's it. And that's what it's taught me. And by doing that as well, it taught me to have more patience, to understand the levels, to understand on where to get in at, to where not to get in at, to not overcomplicate anything. Because, I mean, I'll put it like this. Think about how many people thinking that, okay, man, we're going to short here. Caught. Oh, man, let me get in on the short here. Caught. You got to think about these levels. Because going up, even on a short, being short bias, and even on a put bias basis, I'm talking about to my short traders, you have to think about the psychological portion of where buyers are trying to go up first. You got to think about that level first. Then once we hit certain key levels, then you can start to really hone in on the put opportunities. But right here wasn't it. Right here wasn't it. Right here wasn't it. Psychological level, because they was pushing up to a certain key level. Why? Because on the psychological basis, they pushed back up towards that old high that we encountered at the end of July. Psychological basis. So all they did was weed throughout all of this choppiness to get to that certain price point.
Only long adding calls FC that market 666 incoming XD.
But that's a weird number to put. That's a weird number to put. But yeah. But guys, all I'm gonna do is take both charts. I'm gonna watch this high off of this chart, and I'm gonna watch the high off this 5-minute time frame. That's all I'm doing. Psychological part, so you guys can get an understanding on what I'm doing, so it can better help you. Not just on SPY, but on any other stocks, any other thing, anything else. All I'm doing is watching this key level here. Watch the key level. I mean, if you notice how it's not aggressive as it was going up to it. Now it's kind of starting to hesitate a little bit. Just a little bit. But now, what you want to do from this point is confirmation. Confirmation. Long, if you're going long, we want to get a break above that price point. We want to create some lower shadows. We want to create as many bad traps as possible, right? But you have to understand, SPY's already went on a run already. SPY's went on a run. Now we're hitting up towards a certain key level now where sellers may be sitting at. Now watch this price point. Sellers for shorts, make sure we stay underneath that price point. Wait for that confirmation. Wait for those red candles to kick in. So watch this key level. And then, not just that. Now you can utilize that as the new pivot point as we move over to higher price points, right? So say if the SPY breaks above that price point, 641.57, and we spike on up. We pull back on down. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a possible pivot point where we can pull back down to and utilize that for a bouncing opportunity. But watch this level. See this? Watch. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to watch it with you guys. So right here we go. Let's see. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Watch this psychological level. Watch this level. Watch this level. Watch this level. Let's see. Fish frying. Thanks so much for the follow, boss. Appreciate you, man. God bless you, man. Hope you and your family have a blessed one, boss. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So watch this psychological level. Watch this level. So now buyers are trying to overtake it. Buyers are trying to overtake it. Let's see, can we stay on top of it? Gotta hold it. What we got left on this candle? This candle just opened. So we got about 4 minutes. So 4 minutes they need to hold. 4 minutes they need to stay on top of this price point. They need to stay on top of it because we want to turn resistance now to support. As long as they can stay on top of that price point, next key level that they're going up to, 642. From 642, 642.50. But watch this particular price point right here. Make sure they stay on top of it. Make sure they hold it. But you notice how it's not about rushing. It's just about understanding the psychological levels on both ends of the spectrum, buyers and sellers. We know this can be a selling opportunity for for put to come on down, and we know this can be a buying opportunity where you can hold it and move on up. So right now we got buyers pushing. We got buyers pushing at this time. Buyers are pushing. So we still testing that trend line. I'm doing this. The same exact chart. Same exact thing. SPY. Right? This one is a 12-hour chart. This is a 5-hour chart. All I'm doing is watching this trend line and watching this price point. Can we get that break? Because what time it is? So we got about 13 minutes. Okay. So look like, yeah. So that would make sense. Okay. So I see what buyers are trying to do. So, okay. What buyers are trying to do. Buyers are trying to get this candle to close on top of that trend line and stay on top of that 641.57 level, right? Because if they can successfully do that, again, now that 641.57 is going to be support for the next candle coming in. So that's what they're trying to do. So they're trying to create that support line. They're trying to utilize that trend line. So if they can hold that, then they'll be pushing up towards the next trend line, which will be that key level, which will be up here, which should be pushing you up towards 644, 645. However, let's just say for the short standpoint, if buyers can't hold that key level, if buyers can hold that key level and they fall back underneath, that's gonna put you back underneath that high of day. That's gonna keep that 641.57 as resistance, and also that trend line as resistance for a possible pull back down. So I see it from both standpoints.
Press briefing by the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is at 1 p.m. Get ready, brother.
Gotcha, boss, and thank you so much for the update. Shout out to Hardware for the update. Shout out to Hardware. So you see that? See, buyers are trying to stay away from this price point. They're trying to utilize this for support. See that? They're trying to stay on top of it. They're trying to take this area away from the sellers. They're trying to utilize that for support now. As long as they stay on top of it, it's still considered bullish. So with that being said, they got room to possibly push up towards 642. So let's see. So what we got left on this candle? About 1 minute, 5 minutes. I'm looking at it from a 5-minute candle. So it looks like the 5-minute candle is going to gap up right above that price point. So we got about 30 seconds left. Okay. 30 seconds. So right now, 5 minutes holding up above that price point. That's good. Let's see. Got about almost 20 seconds. Because what you don't want to see is you don't want to see an upper shadow in the body of that candle fall back underneath. But right now, it's holding up pretty strong. So right now, it's still looking good at this time. So buyers are maintaining. Buyers are maintaining at this time. All right, got 10 seconds left, guys. This is 5-minute candle. Remember that, 5 minutes. So right now, that means that next candle, you're going to be gapping up above this price point. So that means that they'll be holding above 641.57. All right, boom, new candle. There you go, gap up. All right, but you see how easy it is to read that? You see how easy it is? Once you start to identify yourself with these price points, and with the next steps, the next levels, that's it. All you're doing right now is still building up an uptrend. Right now, still building up an uptrend, still trapping shorts. So right now, buyers are utilizing that price point to try to hold on top of it. Because we know buyers' goal is to aim for that 642. So let's see, can they maintain? We got about 10 minutes left to this candle close out. So far, y'all closing on top of that trend line, and y'all closing on top of 641.57 at this moment. So that's the first half of the market. Because you got to remember, these candles here on this chart are 1 o'clock candles. So if that 1 o'clock candle can successfully stay on top of 641.57, then that means that next one is going to be welcome to support around 641.57. So right now, looking good. If you notice that, look how it's getting more bullish. See, buyers are now getting a little bit more confident because now they're above this old level where you got a little pullback, but then they want to reverse and getting right back on top of it. So right now, buyers are in control. So you got to respect the setup. Don't go against the grain. Understand the setup. Look at this. Still on an uptrend. So don't get caught up in the rapture right now. So I told you, this area was going to be a make and break, whether buyers stay on top of it or sellers take it out. So right now, we're on top of it, still holding an uptrend. Keep it on watch. And watch this candle. See this candle? Got a big green engulfing candle. That's this. Again, this candle here is this movement here. So right now, looking good. Still looking good. As far as on the bullish side of things, still looking good. So we may be creating new highs.
Favorite Aussie chick says, "Thanks, Hardware."
Oh yeah, Hardware is my go, man. That's my go-to, man. And and again, I'm gonna say it like this, guys. And I know Hardware hate this, but I got to do it. I I want to give a huge shout out to Hardware because I was at a downtime in my life where I looked up to a mentor, that did kind of let me down, because of, certain changes that happened. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt by myself, and it hurt because I put in so many years underneath this mentor where, man, he ain't gonna do wrong by me, man. I mean, this guy, he sees the dedication I'm putting towards the trading company and towards, the community. I mean, y'all seen this as well. I was always updating. I was always doing, posting up economics. I was always posting up economic charts as far as alerts, CPI, PPIs, and all this shit. I was always, keeping you guys aware of things. And then, now that it feel like a door slammed in my face after all the years that I put in that I can't get back. All God did was open up another door for me, and he let in hardware. And in hardware, I want to tell you, boss and brother, thank you for, being that light, man, when I was in the darkness, man, because when I felt down and out and I felt hurt, I mean, you helped pick me back up. You helped give me that confidence, man, and put me back on the right path. And ever since your leadership and your guidance, man, I just want to tell you thank you for everything, man, because I've been seeing the market in a different perspective. It's been helping me to help other people as well. And I just pray that, God will open up many more doors for you, boss.
All good, man. I seen the change super quick.
Man, and thank you so much, man. And I just pray that God continues to keep blessing you, boss. Appreciate you, man. So shout out to Hardware, man. Let me give him some love, man. So, I mean, he has changed my life in so many ways, man. Shout out to him, man. So shout out to Hardware. And shout out to the team, man. And shout out for y'all for believing in us and supporting us. And now y'all can see it. And y'all getting better opportunities, man. So shout out to y'all. And also shout out to the mods. Y'all already know what time it is. Shout out to the mods on all platforms, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. But yeah, man, huge shout out to Hardware, man. For being there for me, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I knew I was getting to understand the way he think. When last week when I called out God, what was that? Was that Apple? Was it Apple? I forgot what stock it was. When I called out that price point and I told him, man, look at my chart, what I'm looking at. And we called out the same exact price point. So I knew that I was on the right path, man. And guys, even over the weekends when the market is closed, you can even ask Hardware. I'm in Discord. I'm still updating. I'm still, because again, that's how serious I take my trading career, my and trading in general, because I take it serious, man. Like, because guys, you gotta think about it. Trading is a life-changing opportunity that can change your life and people's lives around you, man. But you gotta do the work. Don't overcomplicate it. Just read the charts. That's all I do every week, every day is read the charts, put myself in a better position. That's it. It's not complicated. Just understand it and read it. Have patience to do it. A lot of people that's gonna lose are the ones that get impatient, that don't put in the work, but want your. And I'm just being honest. They want your advice and want your answers, but they don't put in the work to get the answers themselves. And then when things don't go right, then they looking at you like, man, you said this, you said that. You didn't put in the work. Okay, I gave you the price points, but what was your exit? Did you know where to exit at? I mean, I can't babysit you. I gotta take care of my trades. I gotta do what I gotta do for me to provide for my family, just like you have to provide for yours. So put in the damn work. The market gives you the answers every day, guys. Think about it. Economics, earnings, press releases, FOMC meetings. And another thing, guys, I want you to do, and that's something I haven't posted it yet. Let me bring up my Photoshop. This is something I have been working on that I will release to you guys soon to help you guys out as far as economic data goes. Let me go to it real quick. I've been working on this, so I'm still trying to put a little tweak in it. Where is it at? Where did I save it at? Oh, here we go. Got it. Is this the right one? Wait for it to come up on my Photoshop so I can show you. Okay, so tell me if y'all like this, guys. This is something I've been working on for you guys. So this is for you. This is for y'all. So I have been working on setting up an economic keywords. So, from 2 stars to 3 stars to 4 stars in store. I have been working on that, so y'all know what to look out for. And I've been working on putting up the times on what time to expect them. You already know 9 times out of 10, 8:30, you get initial jobless claims, durable goods, GDP, PCI, CPIs. You already know 9:45, you get Chicago PMIs, 10 o'clock, you get consumer confidences, and and so forth. So I've been working on this high press keyword things, guys. I'm still designing this, still working on it. So I will be releasing this to you guys soon on what to expect. So once you see these words pop up in the economic calendars, you already know what to. You just be prepared. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Like just to get yourself prepared for it. So I am working on a hot economic keywords for you guys, so you know what to expect as you know they come about. But I mean, some of these y'all should know by heart. I mean, guys, come on now. We already know 9 times out of 10 on Thursdays, 8:30 jobless claims. Normally on Thursdays. Non-farm payrolls, normally on Fridays, 8:30, and so forth. I mean, once you get the hang of this, you start to just memorize this by heart and knowing when to expect it. And I mean, that's what I've been doing. So I will be releasing that soon. So I got y'all. But I have been working on it. SPY $5.99. Yep. And what price point was it close to? $641.99. What price point was it close to? I told you we held above that 641.57. What did I tell you we could possibly push up to? What I think could be the possible next key level? It was all about 1 penny, but look what we pushed up to. Didn't I say around 642? You was all about 1 penny, but I did say as long as buyers can stay above 641.57, we could push our way up to what? 642.
642.
I told you. 2 minutes. Let's see what's about to happen, guys. Let's see. Will those buyers hold? Will those buyers stay on top of 641.57 in about 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Anything can change that quick in 2 minutes. The main thing that you want to stay on top of within 2 minutes is going to be that 641.57 because you want to stay above that old high day level. You don't want to fall back underneath it. Right now, you're getting a pullback right underneath that 642, pulling right back down towards that 641.57. Got about almost a minute in. So let's see what's going to happen within, as 1 o'clock about to roll in for the second half of the market. Let's see what's about to happen. So as we're about to cross over to this time frames, let's see what's about to happen. Because right now we went up, ran up to a 642-ish level, getting a little bit of a pullback. So the main thing as we cross over to the new second half of that market, second half of the session, you want to stay on top of this bad boy. It's because you want to stay in this range. You want to hold this little range for possible movement back on up. So let's see what's about to happen. See how sellers are trying to take it out right before 1 o'clock? See how they're trying to pull it back down? Buyers just need to hold it. Let's see, can we hold it? Can we survive the pullback? PLTR still looking good, 186. I think I put PLTR price point too. I think I put 186. I think I alerted that one too. So watch that. We've got left. All right, so look like we're gonna be closing on top of it. We're still gonna be holding at 641.57. So we may be. All right, let's see. New counter coming in, 1 o'clock, guys. 1 o'clock in a matter of 2, 1. Here we go. Second half of the market. Here we go. Still holding above that price point.
Dollar PLTR 188 or $186.
Yeah, but Nadia, did you play the uptrend? From 182 up to 186. So that was $4 up. 182 up to 186, $4. Uptrend. Pull back bounce, pull back bounce, pull back bounce, pull back bounce. Maintain the uptrend. All right, here we go, pulling back. Now, what we want to see here, let's see if buyers going to try to create now bad traps. Let's see. As we pulling back down towards that 641.57, let's see can buyers create bad traps. As we pull back down, let's see can they regain it, pull it right back on up, trap the bears.
Has press conference started?
Yeah, let me double check. I had the link to it. I was watching it earlier when he was talking about the press conference. Let me see. Let me move it over. Hold up. Let me go back to that old link. Let me see if they started going back live again on it. Let me see. Not yet. Yeah, not yet, Queen. They gearing up for it. They haven't started yet. This is on the right side broadcast.
America healthy again.
I'll put that link. And shout out to Hardware for giving us that. I'll put it up though. Let me. I gotta copy it. I gotta copy the link. I'll send this to all platforms for you guys. Okay. All right. I'm about to put the link out right now. All right, cool. Link is out. All right, got that link out. Are they talking in the other? Anybody in there? No, nobody talking. Nah. Nah, I thought they was talking in the other. Alright, cool. So right now, you see that lower shadow? See that? Buyers trap those. See what I mean? See how the buyers trap those sellers? I said we could see a possible bear trap, didn't I? Right around 41.57. The fact is you closed on top of it. They're gonna try to maintain and utilize that bottom to try to go for that push back up. Keep that on watch. Look like uptrend is still holding. And also depending on what comes out on that damn conference too. What he says. So keep that on watch too to see what he says, because anything he says could affect the market as well too. I'm wondering, that's crazy that they want to do all these conferences all of a sudden. They could have waited to do that shit Friday. They could have waited for Friday to do all of that. Nothing yet, guys. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let me see. Did they start talking? Nope. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Says it's not true.
Yeah, it's gonna be Caroline Levitt. Okay. Gotcha, boss. Yeah, Caroline Levitt. Gotcha. But even she can say some outrageous shit that'll make the market flip. Cause I done seen that happen. She said.
She hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah, I'm watching it, boss. I got it right here. I'm about to post it on my right here on my whatchamacallit. I'm about to pop it up. I gotta get the theater mode. Alright, let's see. Get this theater mode popped up. This way. Alright, right about right there. Alright, move you over. Alright. Boy, I forgot when that was time. I think that was around the tariffs. I think that was around the tariff time when they started talking about tariffs. When every time I think it'll be like on Wednesdays and Fridays, she'll talk and then the market will pull. It's like the minute I seen press secretary about to talk, that's when I knew to go for a put. That's when we was catching those deep pullbacks. I forgot what price point that was. I think it was in the 500s though. I think it was like 5 something. Because every time she would talk, or they'll have a press conference right around the tariff talk, boy, the market is just yank. That's when we had them deep pullbacks. I think that was around the time the market fell all the way down to the 480s. Boy, that's when I was having fun on that, boy. I was having fun with those pullbacks. I enjoyed that. Oh, and also, guys, let's see what's gonna be coming up next tomorrow. As far as economic data, let me bring that up real quick for tomorrow. Tomorrow's data. What we got for tomorrow? For tomorrow, I don't see anything really. I think the PPI data is Thursday. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Thursday. But tomorrow, I don't really see anything really standing out as far as data.
Dollar AAPL now $230.
Yeah, I don't see anything yet on that. I mean, nothing major for tomorrow. Yeah, nothing major. Nothing major as far as data tomorrow. PPI data should be Thursday. Getting still. Look, watch that, guys. Watch that 41.57. I told y'all, 41.57. They'll try to utilize that now for support to hold. See that? See that little bounce? Watch that 41.57. Buyers are trying to utilize that now, trapping those sellers right in that spot, trying to push it right back up. Let's see. Keep it on watch for 142. If we get that 142 break, if they come in aggressive, we could run up towards 142.50 up to 143. Let's see. We're going to see what's going to be said and how the market's going to react. So right now, we're like in a little range, a little mini range. We're in a little mini range between 141.57 and 142. So it's kind of ping-ponging back and forth, like in a little mini range. Apple, let me see.
Says, something I recommend which is insane to think about, but you should do. If you Democrat, watch what the pro-Republicans channel says and obviously do the opposite if you are a Republican.
That's good to know. I never thought about that.
Nadia says.
That's good to know, boss. Appreciate you.
AK said above $640.
The only I ain't gonna lie, the only time
$644.
the only time I did the opposite. The only time I did the opposite when I was playing what is that? What God dang it. Why am I mind slipping right now? What does the opposite of spy? Why is my mind slipping right now? Do I have it saved down here? What is that? What is that ETF that does the opposite of SPY. What is that? I don't know why my mind is slipping right now. And y'all know what I'm VIX. Oh, here we go. Let me lower it down a little bit. Let me lower the music. All right, let's see what you talking about. What the hell?
Queen 39 says, VIX.
Yeah, VIX.
Broke out under Joe Biden's incompetent leadership, but President Trump is determined
All right, let's see.
to try and end this
Let's see,
war
guys.
and stop the
As
killing.
soon as it starts.
The president has
Cost
said
of
over and
propaganda
over
thinking will
again,
be oil
his
and water,
strong
but the
preference
ones they
will always
agrees on,
be
guess
for
what, full
peace
port.
and partnership.
Appreciate you, boss.
Whenever those outcomes
Let's see.
can
Let's see how the
possibly
market's gonna react as she talk.
There is no
Let's see.
leader in the world
Nadia
right now
says,
who has been more
$VXX.
committed to preventing wars or ending them than President Donald Trump. Just look at what took place here at the White House last Friday, when President Trump hosted the Azerbaijani president and Armenian prime minister and got the two leaders to sign a historic joint declaration for peace.
Watch that level, guys. Watch that level. Watch that level.
Disrupted the region and claimed countless lives. In other news, we continue to see positive economic reports across the board. Today's CPI report revealed that inflation beat market expectations once again, and inflation remains stable. Overall, inflation has run at a 1.9 average annual pace in President Trump's first 6 months in office. Prices for everyday goods continue to decline. Energy prices fell in July, including gasoline, which is down nearly 10% over last year, and propane, which is down 2.5% over last year as well. Egg prices fell once again in July and are down 20% since
Remember,
President Trump
if
took
sellers
office.
would have come in
Shelter
and we got a sell off,
inflation,
we do have room to
the
possibly fall back down to that old breakout level.
Overall inflation
6,
is at its lowest
39.
level since October of 2021. Wage growth for American workers is beating inflation once again. As inflation declines, this administration continues to be wholeheartedly committed to putting more money back into the American people's pockets. American real wages are up.
Buyers, you want to hold? Sellers, you want to get
and have
underneath?
increased each month since President Trump took office. And small business optimism, according to this morning's report, has also reached a 5-month high. Ignore the panicans and
Apple's
trust
still holding.
in President Trump. That is our motto here at the White House. The America First economic agenda is working. On
Meta still holding.
Yesterday, President Trump took bold action to finally restore law and order right here in our nation's capital. The president declared a crime emergency in the District of Columbia, federalized the D.C. Police Department, and mobilized the D.C. National Guard to end violent crime in our nation's capital. As part of the president's massive law enforcement surge, last night, approximately 850 officers and agents were surged across the city. They made a total of 23 arrests, including multiple other contacts.
Watch SPY, guys. Watch SPY.
Last night, these arrests consisted of homicide, firearms offenses, possession with intent to distribute narcotics, fare evasion, lewd acts, stalking, possession of a high-capacity magazine, fleeing to elude in a vehicle, no permits, driving under the influence, reckless driving, and a bench warrant. A total of 6 illegal handguns were seized off of District of Columbia streets as part of last night's effort. This is only the beginning. Over the course of the next month, the Trump administration will relentlessly pursue and arrest every violent criminal in the district who breaks the law, undermines public safety, and endangers law-abiding Americans. President Trump will not be deterred by soft-on-crime Democrats and media activists who refuse to acknowledge this rampant violence on our streets. He is going to make our nation's capital the most beautiful and safe city on earth, just as he promised on the campaign trail. Staying on the topic of public safety, the Trump administration continues to shatter records on border security. According to brand new numbers released this morning from Customs and Border Patrol, illegal crossings have fallen to all-time lows once again. Here were the records set in July. Again, these numbers were released this morning. The lowest monthly nationwide encounters ever, down nearly 90% from the monthly average under the Biden administration. The lowest monthly Border Patrol apprehensions nationwide ever, smashing the previous record set the prior month in June. The lowest monthly Southwest border apprehensions ever. The lowest daily apprehension average ever. The lowest single-day apprehensions ever. And for the third straight month, there were 0 illegal aliens released into the country. Let me repeat that remarkable statistic. For the third month in a row, not a single illegal alien was released by the Trump administration into the United States of America. This is historic. Under President Trump, this border is the most secure it has ever been. When you fortify the border, when you restore deterrence, and when you empower Border Patrol agents and our brave men and women in uniform to actually do their jobs to enforce our laws, like this president has, this is the incredible result. And in the interior of our country, criminal illegal aliens continue to be arrested and removed. Here are some of the criminals arrested by ICE in just the last few days. ICE Buffalo arrested an illegal alien from Jamaica convicted of attempted murder. ICE Buffalo also arrested an illegal alien from Ecuador convicted of leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. ICE Houston arrested an illegal alien from Mexico convicted of manslaughter. ICE Newark arrested an illegal alien from Mexico convicted of the sexual assault of a minor. ICE Dallas arrested an illegal alien from Mexico convicted of assault causing bodily injury. And already the Trump administration has arrested more than 300,000 illegal aliens in 2025. Again, more than 300,000 illegal alien criminals have been arrested in the interior of our country in the first 6 months of this administration. And despite many false reports in the media, nearly 70% of these arrests have been criminal aliens with criminal charges or prior convictions. This is success all around. This is removing the most dangerous public safety threats from America's communities and returning these individuals to their home countries. So there's been success all around. I'm sure you have a lot of questions today. I'm happy to get to them, so let's get started. And as always, we'll start with our new media seat, who is our podcast host today, Benny Johnson. Benny, why don't you kick us off, and thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Okay.
As a DC resident of 15 years, I lived on Capitol Hill. I witnessed so many muggings and so much theft. I lost track. I was carjacked. I have murders on my Ring camera and mass shootings. I witnessed a woman on my block get held up at gunpoint for $20, and my house was set ablaze in an arson with my infant child inside. And so to any reporter that says and lies that DC is a safe place to live and work, let me just say this. Thank you. Thank you for making
I'll be
this
back, guys.
safe.
The tenant of the
Parents should have to go
little
through
one. I'll be back.
what my family went through, having the fire department rip open their door to save their infant child. And so thank you for your work on securing.
Colombia is
Back,
real,
guys.
and that's why this president is taking action to address it, to get to the
Still
heart of
holding,
the
guys,
question.
still
I
holding.
think it's despicable that Democrats cannot agree that we need more law and order in a city that has been ravaged by violence, crime, murders, property theft. This should be a winning issue for all Americans. I don't understand. It's just anything President Trump does, the Democrats want to disagree with. I think the president would love to work with Democrats on this issue to bring law and order to America's cities, but unfortunately they have failed, and that's why he's taken this historic action to federalize the National Guard. And as you're seeing from last night's numbers, we already have seen success. We are removing violent offenders, we are arresting criminals, and we are removing drugs and firearms off of the streets of the city to make it safer for all of its residents.
Just a very quick follow-up to that. Given the heroic actions of a member of this administration just a few blocks from this building, will the president consider giving the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Big Balls?
I haven't spoken to him about that, but perhaps it's something he would consider. I'll ask him and get back to you, Benny. Thanks for being here. Gabe.
Thank you, Caroline. Regarding the Putin and President Trump summit on Friday, why not invite Ukrainian President Zelensky to that summit? I know the President said yesterday that he's planning to speak with him right after the summit and even before, but why not invite Zelensky, and whose decision was it to not invite? Was it the President or was it President Putin?
Well, this meeting came about because the President of Russia asked the President of the United States to meet through his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, who, as you all know, traveled to Russia to have a conversation with Putin at his request. And so the President is agreeing to this meeting at the request of President Putin. And the goal of this meeting for the President is to walk away with a better understanding of how we can end this war. And the President said at this podium yesterday when he joined all of you in the room that he hopes in the future there can be a trilateral meeting with these three leaders to finally bring this conflict to an end. But this administration has really used every lever, has taken every measure to achieve peace through a diplomatic solution. And I think the President of the United States getting in the room with the President of Russia, sitting face to face rather than speaking over the telephone, will give this President the best indication of how to end this war and where this is headed.
Another question on something that happened yesterday, but I wanted to get the White House response. A judge ruled that the grand
See how high PLTR. I think PLTR. I think it was aiming for 190.
What's the White House response?
Let me see PLTR real quick.
Do you plan to appeal? And what do you tell President Trump's supporters who want that information?
Let me see.
We think that decision is unfortunate. Of course, we moved to unseal that information because the President has said he wants to see credible evidence released. As for the appeal process, I would defer you to the Department of Justice for that.
Rachel. Thank you so much, Caroline. We are learning that President Trump spoke with Ukrainian President Zelensky. I was curious if you can share any more details about their call, and did Zelensky give President Trump any red lines, any non-starters ahead of the summit on Friday?
Look, I don't want to reveal the private conversations between the President and President Zelensky, but what I can tell you is that the President has deep respect for all parties that are involved in this conflict and are trying to bring this conflict to an end. After Special Envoy Witkoff returned from his meeting with President Putin in Russia, his first phone call was to President Trump. And President Trump's first phone call was to President Zelensky and to our friends in Europe to keep everybody in the loop about where the United States can see moving the ball forward to end this conflict. And so we continue to be very much engaged with President Zelensky and the Ukrainians, but also our allies in Europe as well.
And then just one more for you. How does the President measure success coming out of this meeting? The President at times has suggested that it might be tapping him along. Is he prepared to walk out of this meeting if he senses that Putin is not serious about ending this war?
I think I just answered that question for you and what the goal and the expectation of the meeting is. And I won't jump ahead of any hypotheticals, and I'll leave it to the President to speak to all of you after the meeting, which I'm very confident he will. Steve.
Is he optimistic that a deal will emerge from this meeting, or is he simply one to listen?
I think this is a listening exercise for the President. Look, only one party that's involved in this war is going to be present.
Still got PLTR still holding, guys. PLTR still holding off of that 186.
Of how we can hopefully bring
up to
this
186.50. Still in the subtrend.
Alaska is the site, so there were some other sites being discussed. Is this like a midpoint between the two leaders?
There were many sites discussed, but of course Alaska is a state within the United States of America, so the President is very honored and looks forward to hosting President Putin on American soil.
Is there a joint news conference plan, or will the President have a solo plan? What sort of scheduling stuff?
Yeah, the mechanics and the scheduling, Steve, are still being ironed out. For Friday, we're working with our Russian counterparts to put
just going over the top games, guys. Just trying to see which one's holding.
Keep you all apprised on the logistical details of Friday as soon as we get them.
Microsoft, Google.
The President said at the podium yesterday twice that he was planning to go to Russia. Was that a verbal slip-up, or does he actually plan to go to Russia?
Perhaps there are plans in the future to travel to
Microsoft
Russia.
still holding.
And on Friday, the President will be meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska, as you know. Phil.
Last week, the President said the CEO of
what was it, Google?
was seeking to cite his past investment with Chinese companies that were doing business with the Chinese military. Yesterday, he called his meeting with that CEO a success. So what can you tell us about what the Intel CEO said to President Trump that changed his mind?
The President put out a statement that you cited, Phil. I will leave it at that. He shared his thoughts on that meeting and how it went, and for any further comment on that, I'll leave it to him to make.
Will the Bureau of Labor Statistics continue to put out monthly jobs reports?
Well, look, what I'll tell you about the Bureau of Labor Statistics, I believe that is the plan and that's the hope, and that these monthly reports will be data that the American people can trust. As you know, the Bureau of Labor Statistics has made massive revisions after the last several points reports that they have put out. And there has certainly been a decline in the quality and the reliability of data coming.
Let me see what the comments saying. Let me see what they saying.
And there's been an increase in revisions. And this president and the administration is finally tackling this problem that so many have talked about. And the president is actually doing something about it. We need to restore new leadership that we can trust. As you know, the president has appointed someone new to take over the BLS. And so we need to look at the means and the methods of how the United States is acquiring this very important data. And all of that is going to be done. And the goal, of course, is to provide honest and good data for the American people to make.
Still got SPY holding, guys. Still holding at 641.57. Trying to push his way back up to 642, guys. Still trying to push back up to 642.
Vladimir Putin says he wants Russia to hold on to Russian-occupied territory in eastern Ukraine. Is the White House at all concerned about the messaging that potentially giving over or allowing for Russia to maintain its occupied territory in eastern Ukraine? What that might say to other U.S. adversaries like China?
Look, right now, the President of the United States has done more to end this war than his predecessor, Joe Biden, who allowed this war to take place. This war, don't forget, happened at the result of the weakness and the incompetence of the previous administration. And so the president inherited this.
I'm trying to see how SPY's trying to how high could we push?
It's a very complex and
so I'm trying to figure that out right now, guys. Trying to see how high can we actually push if we buys do come in.
I won't get into those, and I will let the president of the United States discuss those plans with the president of Russia, with our European allies, and the president of Ukraine, Zelensky himself as well.
Let's see.
Go ahead, in the green.
Alright. Alright, that's enough. Shit. We'll put it back on music. So we'll just go off of what we see, man. I know they still talking, but we'll just put the music back on, man. Cause I got about 30 minutes. Alright, let's go back, guys. Okay, so what are you guys' game plans as of now? I mean, the market is still holding up pretty well. I mean, I give it that. It's still holding up pretty well. Even going into the second half of the market, you're still holding above that 641.57 level. So, I mean, it's holding up pretty well still. I know we got PPI. No, not tomorrow. We got it Thursday. So we don't have no major data tomorrow, though. That's the thing. We don't have no major data tomorrow. Just a few earnings coming out tomorrow. That's about it. Let me see. Let me double check. Just to confirm that. Oh, wrong one. My other one that. Yep, that's all we have for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see anything major coming out tomorrow. Nah, I mean, PPI data Thursday, along with jobless claims and so forth. And Friday, we're going to just have, business inventories, retail sales and so forth. But for us tomorrow, I mean, it may just be just a momentum day from what I see. All right, so what are you guys looking at as of now? What you guys looking at? I just don't see anything else. Just really, like we're just kind of consolidating, kind of just holding these levels right as of now. Got Meta starting to turn a little bit. I mean, SPY still on his uptrend, still holding above that 641 level. Apple, we can get that break above that 631 level. I mean, we can definitely get that push on up. I mean, matter of fact, let me see what Apple's how it's setting up on that one. I need to take a look at Apple today, cause that was one of the ones I was looking at last week. I mean, I was definitely tied into Apple last week, especially that bounce, man. Let me see how we're setting up for the rest of the week going for Apple. How we could be looking, or what we could be expecting going to tomorrow and all the way into Friday. I mean, Apple has a nice setup. I mean, we could possibly see more upside coming on Apple. Right above, like, as long as we hold above that 230 range. 230, I mean, you do have room to push up towards that 233 to 235 range. Because you do have a nice setup on Apple. I give it that. What was those tops? So the areas where sellers come in, see 238. I do see Apple with a little bit more upside coming. Some more upside coming. I know right now it's kind of starting to, the volume, the volatility a little bit. I mean, they may kick back in around probably power hour. We don't kick in now. Let's see. Apple. So Apple setup, like I said, you still got a bullish setup on this bad boy. See that? You still got this nice little bullish setup. As long as you get hold above that 230.
Check MSFT for tomorrow.
Okay, I got you, Queen. So yeah, with Apple, man, after we had this little dump on off, I mean, your buys definitely, we got that bounce right back on. We held 225, got that bounce right back on up. We just need to hold at 230. So 230 can hold, because I mean, you do have somewhat of like a little bull flag pattern set up on this damn thing. If they can hold up above that 230 range, because all your strongest resistance is all the way like towards the 238s and stuff. So we go back this way. I mean, your major resistance is way back towards like the 238s, 240s. What was this level here? 233. 233, pulled back down towards that 227 and got right back on top. Nice little move back up. So around 233-ish. Let's see. I mean, we haven't even ran up to that price point yet. We haven't ran up to it. I mean, I just, the setup still look like it could, we still could go for a possible push. I mean, it's still bullish. Still got a bullish setup on Apple. Definitely still got that bullish setup, especially after that run we just had, that bullish run. All right, let me see. You say Microsoft. Microsoft. Let's see how Microsoft looking. Who? Good little sell off from that 560 range.
Queen 39 says. Also TSLA for tomorrow.
All right, let's take a look at my Microsoft. I mean, if we could get that break, put it like this, Queen. If we get that break back above that 238 to 240 range, I mean, you can clearly see right here. That's where your main resistance is, around 238. Because you can see right here, every time we run up to 238, pull back. Around 238, I'm sorry, 238, jeez. 538, 540, that's where your strongest resistance lie at. You can see right here. Every time you run up around those two key areas, pull back. Now, if we could get that break back above those key levels, I mean, we definitely got room to push our way back up to 550, 560. But we definitely want to get that break above those key levels here. I mean, we do have room to run up to it, but that's going to be the level we need to break in order for us to get back into the upside on Microsoft. So that's going to be your main two key levels that we need to get back above. It's going to be like around 538, 540. That's going to be your main key levels. As far as Tesla goes, let's see what Tesla. What? Your phone died? Oh, your tablet died. Okay, I'm coming, boy. I'm coming, son. I'm coming. Boy, doing this and daddy do this is a battle. But you gotta love it, man. You know, I signed up for it. Hey, gotta take care of my kids, man. I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, so let's see. Tesla, what was that? 345? So 345, 335. Okay, so look like a $10 pullback. Roughly, if we get that pull all the way back down, I mean, that'd be a $10 drop. So we need to get back above 345 to give us that push back up towards that 350 to 355 range, because that's where your strongest resistance is. We haven't went back up yet to test that level. So if we can hold these key levels, create that higher low build, get us back above 345 to start off with. From 345 back up to 350, we could, get our way back up to retesting 355. But we definitely need to break back above that price point, because you can see every time we hit up around 355, pull back. 355, pull back. 355, pull back. So you can see where your strongest resistance is. So look like we're in almost like a little range right now between 345, 335, with 335 bottoms, with the possible movement back on up. But definitely keep that on watch to see if we do. Once we do pull back, to see can those buyers step back in right around that 335 level for that push back up 340. So yeah, Queen, definitely keep that on watch. So right now you're getting a little bit of weakness. You're definitely getting a little bit of weakness. So we definitely want to get back into that 340 range. 340 range. Because right now, the way everything's setting up, you done fell right back underneath 340. Now in that range of 340 to 335.
Slow bounced on daily chart and also on HR chart from 20-day EMA.
Yeah, so even based off of this, I mean, even just looking at this, you're in a $5 range. You're in a $5 range between 340 to 335. So you're in a $5 range. So what we need to do, again, on the long side, is we need to get back above 340, which is put us back in the $5 range of 340, 345.
39 says on 4HR chart.
Yeah, but yeah, I look at these. All right, Ray, go. How the hell is he opening that door and it's locked? Are you sticking something? 3 years old, he is a criminal, I swear. I can say that. My door is locked. He found a way to open it. Close the door. Close the door. Well, grab the remote. Yeah, grab the remote, close the door. Thank you. Love you. All right, man. Jesus. Yeah. So let's go back. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Tesla's. Matter of fact, let me go to my 5-year chart too to see if I see anything different. 5-year chart. Let me bring you up real quick. 5-year chart. Let me scroll you over some more. Tesla. Tesla 5-year. Yeah. So we definitely got to get back above 350 for sure. Yeah. So yeah. What we want to do is right now, Queen. The way this is, the way we are setting up, we want to get back into the 340 range for sure. 345 range as we start to slowly move our way back up to 350. So once we get above 350, I mean, look at all this room and opportunity. You have the room to push back up towards the upside. So once we break back above 350, you already know the routine of that. 355, 360, 350, 365, 370, so forth. But the main thing that we definitely want to break back above is 350. Get back above 350. That'll put us back above this trend line with nothing but space and opportunities to run our way back up towards that, area around 400. But yeah, 350 is going to be the main target, main area that's going to break. We definitely got to break 350. SPY still holding above 641.57. I mean, they still trying to hold this little range here. Still trying to hold this range. Still trying to stay within this little area. Apple starting to turn. I don't see a lot of them really holding really strong. Let me see. The only ones I seen holding strong earlier was what Google. Google was on an uptrend earlier. Is this still holding? We're starting to pull back on that one. Google's slightly holding. Slightly holding. Got to get back above 204. Let me set an alert for 204. So in case I don't pay attention to it, my alert go off. I know we're trying to push back into the right direction. So I'm going to put 204 for that one. And then from that 204, you got room to run up towards 206. Because you know what, like Google Meta, NVIDIA and them, they like to move like $2 increments. So yeah, 204 to get that ball rocking and rolling on Google. We talked about Microsoft already. Tesla. Let me show you the range that so far we're not seeing based off of my chart. So, all right, let's see. All right, Tesla. So, as I told you, Queen, we in a range. You see that? You see what I meant about the 335, 340 range? See, that's the range that you're in right now. So, even just looking at that 12-hour chart, I can tell what we were doing. So, even if I put a line, you can see exactly what I was talking about on the 5-minute time frame. Look at this. See? Told you. See that? By just looking at the 5-minute time, that 12-hour time frame, I could tell what it was doing. And I could tell what range it was in. So, that's why I said 335, 340. So, for Tesla. Ooh, here we go, guys. SPY. Look, SPY squeezing. 642. We just talked about it. 642. As long as they held that 641.57. Let's see. 642, guys. 642. And remember, I told you, if those buys come in aggressive and we get that 642 push, the next key level is going to be 642.50. Let's see. What is squeezing on? What's making it? Because I didn't see nothing else. Everything else seems to be pulling back. What the hell is holding it? Because Meta's pulling back. Is Apple moving, maybe? No, not Apple. Apple not holding. What about Amazon? Is Amazon holding? Something's holding it up. Nope, not even Amazon. NVIDIA maybe? Nope. Well, I lied. Well, NVIDIA's trying to hold. So NVIDIA, because they almost look identical. They almost look hella identical. So maybe NVIDIA. Between NVIDIA and Tesla holding that bad boy up. Because y'all notice they kind of look alike. They kind of look very similar to each other. Got a green candle followed by that red candle. Green candle followed by that red candle. They look exactly identical. So it got to be between Tesla and NVIDIA. Because nothing else was holding it. So it got to be between these two. Holding SPY up. So if NVIDIA pushes, if that's what's contributing to SPY, if NVIDIA gets that push up towards that 183, then this bad boy should be pushing up to 642. So I want to see if that's NVIDIA that's contributed to it. Start to pull back a little bit. Let me see. It's one of these two. One of these two is definitely. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Now you're starting to get Tesla pulled back. Now that bad boy's pulling. It's one of you two. But yeah, Queen, we definitely want to get back above 340 on Tesla. Because the goal is to get back is to break above 350. That's the whole goal, is to break above 350. That's the main. That's going to be the main challenge. The main boss of that is going to be 350 for sure. But you know, throughout this time, we need to slowly move our way back up to 350. So what we need to do is get back above 340, put us in the range of 340, 345. Get up to that 345 level, break up to that level, then we have room to retest 350. So, in other words, what we need to do is, let me see if I can shrink it up a little bit. This is the range that we want to get into. We want to get back in this range here, Queen. This is the range that we want to get back into. So, we want to turn that 340 back into support. So, I'm going to put that in green. So, this is the range that we want to see on Tesla. We want to see more upside. And then we'll utilize the 345 for the pivot point. That'll be your mid-range. And then tops of 350, of course. Ray, I'm coming. Hold on. I'm doing my live, son. You can't keep interrupting me. Sit down. I'm coming. Go sit down. All right. Sit. I'm trying to figure out how the hell is he getting into this room and how is he masterminding, opening, unlocking that damn door at 3 years old. What the hell is going on? I'm going to have to hide shit from him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Not 3, he's 4, but I have to still hide shit from him. I don't trust him. I had to sleep with one eye open. The hell? Boy, ruthless. Alright, close the door, Ray. Ray, close the door. Okay, close the door. I'm gonna come do it. Alright, thank you. Close the door. Thank you. Bye-bye. Alright, here we go. Slow boy, I swear. Alright, here we go. So, Jenna, this is what you want for Tesla. This is the range we want to get back into. So, okay. So, we want to break out of this little downtrend setup that we do have so far. We want to break out of this. We want to get back above 340. So, this is what we want to do. If you want to see some more upside on Tesla. So, you want to do this. What's my Alright. See, right now, Queen, you're in a downtrend range. Right now. See, you want to break out of that downtrend. So, what you need Tesla to do is, again, if we could get that break back above 340, that's going to break us out of that downtrend and also put it in this range, $5 range of 340, 345. That'll be the bottom portion of that range. So, from that level, we want to go from 345 to 350. That'll put us in the upper portion of that range. So, right now, you're in a downtrend setup. You're getting hammered right underneath 340. Thus, at this time, putting you in a range of 340, 335. So, if you want to see more upside, you definitely want to break back above 340. But that's the range that we're in as of now with Tesla. All right, guys. Anything else? Anything else y'all want to go over? What I got left? I got about 20 minutes. Still got some time. Anything else you guys want to go over? I mean, SPY, we're still watching that 641.57. I mean, level still holding. Still in this little mini range of 641.57 and 642. So you're still ping-ponging back and forth. Tesla, as I told you guys, for my loans, we want to get back above that 340 level. Put us back in that range of 340, 345, because the goal was to move our way back up to 350, which 350 is going to be the strongest resistance. Let's see.
Says, $CRCL.
Okay, CRCL. Let's see. So we already went over Tesla, so we got that out the way. CRCL. What was the range for that one? For CRCL, yeah, we definitely got to get our way back up. I mean, we definitely got to sell off even after the earnings came out on that one. And don't forget that we got CRWV coming out too today. Don't forget about CRWV. I think CRWV was holding up way stronger than CRCL.
Fish Brian says, QQQ45 Dick. And Broadcom earnings in there.
Yeah. Appreciate you, boss. I think those, matter of fact,
says, BMNR.
Yeah, because I know when was no, the video's earnings is coming out. What is it next? Was it next month? I remember we went over it not too long ago when it was supposed to be releasing, because they changed the date on it. Let me go back and check it real quick, guys, for the earnings. I know NVIDIA's earnings are always normally towards the end of the month. Let me see. Let me go back to the earnings real quick, because I remember I went over there with somebody. We was talking about it because they want to pushing the date on it, pushing it back. I'm going to it right now, guys. Hold on. For NVIDIA. The date for NVIDIA. Let's see. Oh, 27. Yeah, 27. So I know it's towards the end of the month. So yeah. So 27 is gonna be NVIDIA, guys. That's when that is coming out. Because I know normally NVIDIA is always the last one towards the end of the month. Like everything that come out before that, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, all them, they always come out right before NVIDIA comes out. It's always the last one. Let's see. Earnings in there. So, oh yeah, BMNR. Fish, what you looking at, boss? So you watching QQQ in the video right now, Fish? That's the that's the ones you're watching at this moment. BMNR. Did we go? Oh, yo, BMNR. Yeah, that's the one that went on that run. Was that? I think that was what, yesterday. I think BNMR. I think went on a run yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, because I think I was alerting that.
Fish Brian says, I mostly watch Spy and QQQ.
Okay, gotcha, boss. So right now, well, as long as because you already know it follows it. So right now, as long as Spy holds that 141.57 level, boss, then I mean, right now, I mean, you're just still on an uptrend. I mean, we're still holding. So from that level, the next level that we want to break above is going to be that 642. From that 642, room to run up towards that 642.50. So that's the main thing. Right now, we are holding this range. So it's like a little mini range of 641.57 to that 642. So if buyers can successfully break above 642, you do have room to push up towards that 642.50.
$CRCL you forgot.
Oh yeah, CRWV. Yeah, well, the reason why I was saying that too, Queen, because well, I was gonna try to put you on the CRWV because that was one of the ones you put me onto, which I think was holding up a little bit stronger than CRCL. Yeah, I would, if anything, I would watch CRWV. Nadia, CRWV is still holding, and the earnings come out today after the market closed, and that's holding up pretty well. I mean, that bad boy went on a damn $10 run. CRWV damn near $15 from 130 almost up to 145. So CRWV has been going on a $10 run. I mean a $15 run. So I mean that one you could have been jumping in on that one, to be honest. That one's holding up way better than CRCL. I would have been watching this one from right out the gate on that one. Yeah, because I mean you do have room to push up to 145. So right now I know with Spy, right now with Spy, my QQQs, guys, I know right now we're going sideways. We're in this little range, still sideways, still sideways. I mean, it's still bullish. Now, like I said, as long as buyers can stay on top of that 641.57, which was that old July's high day, as long as they can stay on top of that, utilize that for support, I mean, you do got room to still push your way up towards 642 plus. So keep that on watch. It's only when you fall back underneath that level, then you may have a problem. Because therefore, that's going to put you in a position of cracking those indicators, which will be the 9 and the 20, and then you'll be possibly setting up for a gap fill down this way towards that old area of 639. But right now, you're just going sideways. I mean, right now, just sideways movement still. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you have yet to break out and you have yet to crack. So it's just sideways right now. Definitely sideways. But to me, it still looks bullish at this time. It still looks bullish. But the main thing that we want to break is 642 for sure. So I already got my alert set for 642. Let me have take a look at CRCL because I know she was looking at it. But CRCL, I mean, is definitely weak right now, Nadia. I mean, right now it's weak. I mean, I wouldn't be trying to chase that unless you're going on the downside. I mean, I'll be going on for puts, but I would not be chasing it on the upside. Because right now, I mean, you're just definitely bleeding out on CRCL. Again, CRWV is way stronger than CRCL right now. I mean, CRWV has went on a $15 run so far. I mean, if you compare the two, look, CRWV, if you compare the two, look which one is way stronger than the other. Look at this. That's way stronger. And that bad boy went on a $15 run versus CRCL. It's done the opposite. CRCL has failed while CRWV has went on up. So that one has way more strength than CRCL. I mean, right now you're just pulling back right now. I mean, I would not be trying to chase at this time unless you're going in on the short side on CRCL, but I would not be trying to chase that. But let me see how I look on the charts though. So Fish, and for the rest of you guys, as far as QQQ, like I said, once that spy gets that 642 push, that break, we should be moving on up continuously. So once Spy go for that 642 push, we should be pushing up on the rest of those bad boys. So look like we're getting a little bit of volume starting to move in. 9 MA is still holding up, uptrend, maybe trying to go for an indicator squeeze right at 642. So longs, we may be going for that 642 push. Keep it on watch, keep it on watch. Let me see, CRCL. Let me see how the chart look on it. Because right now, yeah, I would not be chasing CRCL right now. CRWV, yes. CRC, BAM! I told y'all, as long as that bad boy holds, 642. From that 642, next key level is up toward that 642.50. Let's see, can we get that 642.50 push? Let's see. Stay above 642. So we want to break out of this little range. Break out of this range. Utilize that 642 for support. Go to the next level. So that's what we want to do right now, Fish. And for the rest of you guys, break out of this range and hold above it. So you want to hold above 642. So as long as we hold above it, we can definitely see more upside coming. So let's see. So we did hit it. Saying we did call it out. 642 was gonna be key level as long as they held 641.57. So right now, let me set up the little mini range for it right now. So this is what we want to stay on top of. Want to stay on top of 642. So right now, you finally got that little break out of that range, but you want to stay on top of it. You want to stay on top of it. Utilize that for support to get that continuation push. So 642, stay on top of 642. Next key level from that price point is gonna be 642.50. So watch that level. Watch 642. So let's see, can buyers get break back above that price point. So let me see CRCL. Let me take a look at that real quick to see where's those true bottoms at. Where we pulling back down to on that one. But let me see. I ain't gonna lie. The scalping wise, my favorite CRWV and OKLO was like my favorite scalps. I was getting in and out those plays. I mean, they were like 30-cent scalpers, 40-cent scalpers. I was getting in and out those plays quick. So right now, you can see right here, Nadia. You can see that. Look at the entire setup. Look at this. You're still on a downtrend setup. So I would not be chasing that right now. So at this moment, you already fell back underneath that 170 level. See that? 170 held up a strong support when you move your way back on up, you know, towards the 186s and so forth. But look what happened now. Now you done fell underneath support. Now turning support into resistance, where you could continue this downtrend on down if we don't get back above 170. If again, from that price point, we could crack down to 170, right back down to the 150s. So just be mindful of that. 170 has turned back into strong resistance. So I would not be chasing it until you get back above 170, turning that back into support, as you can push your way back up to 186. But right now, I see more downside than upside on CRCL. So be careful on that. And as you can see, still pulling back. So do not chase it. You want to go short on it, go short on it. But do not go long on it. Do not go long on CRCL just yet. Do not do that. I'm telling you guys ahead of time, do not do that shit. If you want to go long, look at CRWV versus CRCL. Don't do that.
I just got out. Made up for yesterday and more.
Man, Fish, shout out, baby. Shout out, boss. I told you, man, long as, like I said, because QQQ don't follow SPY. So the main thing was, as long as SPY held that 641.
Says, love that sound. Fish Brian says, good stuff.
Told you, boss. Like I said, the main focus, like in order to get that upside on QQQ, the main thing, like I was telling loans to watch, was the setup on SPY. Because as long as you held the 641.57. Now, why did I come up with that number? Because I know you just got in. 641.57 was the old high. Was the old high of day. That was in July. Now I'll bring up the chart real quick to show you the proof to it. I'll show you real quick, boss. I'll bring it up. You know me. I always got to keep everything authentic. You know me. So let's go into it real quick. I'll see what you got, babe. What you got, Queen? I know you killing the game too. She going to every seminars, boy. She gonna be on top. I'm gonna have to be in competition with her soon. So right here, Fish. So this is why I called it out. So we go back a little bit. This level here, off of this candle here, you had that high right around 641.57, boss. That was the last day of July. So as we came back up to that level, I said, guys, on longs, you do have room to push up to 641.57. I said if they can break above that price point, then we have room to push up to a 642. So that's what you got. So once you held that 641.57, next key level buys was going up to 642, boss. There you go. So, but shout out to y'all, man. Great job. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, and don't get me wrong, the overall pattern is still looking bullish. I mean, that bad boy could still be setting up for a possible bull flag for shit Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because you still got that engulfing green candle. All they got to do is hold above that old that high, that 641.57. Break above that trend line. Look all the room they can still squeeze up to and create new highs. That level's up damn near up to 646. So if they could get that break or go for that push, go for that trend line to this trend line, that trend line should be lining up with around 646. So in other words, we should be seeing 642, which we're seeing right now, 644 up to 646. With that candle, whichever candle, but if we can on this one, we do have room to squeeze up towards damn near 646. So if that candle can go for that breakout of that trend line and move up to here, to that trend line, that should put you around 644 to 646. I mean, again, it's an engulfing, healthy green candle that closed out with a new candle coming in. And I mean, look at this. I mean, buyers are just stepping back in, going on this uptrend. You already broke above the main price point, which was 640. Now you're above the 640 floor with nothing but space and opportunity. So I'll be mindful that that SPY still got bullish movement in it. So don't count that out. Still got some bullishness in it. So I would not count that bad boy. But as far as CRCL, I would not chase that on the, going on the buying side. I would not chase a falling knife. Do not do that.
Fish Brian says, I still got those long calls.
Man, shout out to you though, boss. Congratulations, man, and many more blessings to you, man. And we're gonna keep killing it. Cause like I said, I mean, SPY still got more upside to go. Now that we broke above those main key levels, I mean, you done held 641.57. Now you're already trying to hold 642. So now you done broke out of this range. Now maybe creating a new range. So from this price point, as long as buyers can hold 642, boss, we should be pushing our way up towards that 642.50. Because you already know, 9 times out of 10, SPY likes to move by $2 increments as well. So 640, 642, 644, 646, and so forth. So now that we already around the 642 range, as long as they can hold that level, the next level that those buyers are gonna be possibly aiming for is gonna be that 644. So that's gonna be a new range that they'll be going for. Look, bam! What I told you, man, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Let's see if they're going for the 640, 642.50. Let me see. I'm gonna put my alert. You can't make this up. I told you, man, psychological plays. That's why I love it, man. The more and more I practice on this, man, I get excited, even if I'm not trading, just to see you guys benefit off of it, man. I love this. I love to see you guys win, man. I love it. Not create a new one. No. Wrong one. I wanted to replace that with 642.50. Replace. There we go. 642.50. Bam. Got it. All right. Fix that alert. That should be right there. Should be the next key level, guys, on longs. As long as you hold 642, next key level is gonna be up towards that 642.50. Because all they're doing is just slowly trying to build their way up towards 644. So you already know you're gonna have to bypass 642.50, 643, 643.50. Then you get your 644. So as long as that uptrend continues, and then y'all gotta keep in mind tomorrow we don't have no major data coming out. So tomorrow may be primarily based off of volatility.
Took my first trade today on Trade the Pool on $ATNF down $314. Only paper money though. He'll get there.
ATNF? Yeah, but your main ones today, Queen, that I alerted this morning. I know I told everybody to watch. Well, TTD, I think we started to fade. I think I caught a little bit of TTD. But CRWV, because we got CRWV earnings coming out. SPY, once we broke above 640, was something else. What else I called out? Well, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, PLTR was another one. And it was something else I called out. You say ANTF? Let me see what that is. I mean ATNF. ATNF? Wait, you caught a loss on that? Wait, you went long on it, right? Or did you try chasing those tops and then it wait? Cause I mean you got a lot more. You still got upside on ATNF. Goddamn, I can't say it. ATNF. Excuse me.
Ingrid Aussie Chick says.
Oh.
Penny stock I was shorting.
No, Queen. Look at the setup. Queen, look at the setup. That's an uptrend, Queen. That's an uptrend. You gotta pay close attention to your setups, Queen. Look at that. Pull back bounce. Pull back bounce. Pull back bounce. That was definitely an uptrend. That was definitely bullish today on that. So you should have been going long versus short. So let's see. But again, you're learning. Just take your time to understand the patterns, Queen. I mean, nobody's perfect. I had to learn. We all had to learn. Just take your time. So I mean, you're willing to learn, and the beauty part about it is your best mistakes is learning from your losses and it's learning from your failures because it teaches you to never go back to that shit again.
I see it now.
Yeah. So okay, let's take a closer look. Let's take a closer look at that because I know you're trading that today. All right, let's look at the overall setup from. Oh, hell no. Yeah, you shouldn't have been shorting that shit at all. Look at this. Because you held 250. Then you wind up creating this bottom right above 250. You can clearly see from after hours in pre-market, and then you bounced off of pre-market and ran your way up in intraday toward. Yeah, you should have been on the long side. As a matter of fact, let me check out that 12. You already know I'm about to do Queen. Also, you already know I'm about to take a look at that 12-hour chart to see, get that good confirmation in on that. Yeah, Queen, that was a definite uptrend. I wouldn't have been showing that. Let's see if you would have got some more clear signs to not do that. Let's see. ATNF. Oh, hell no. Look at this. Queen, you shot in a bull flag pattern? You know better than that. You got a shot, but you had way more long opportunities than that. Now, if you would have caught, where did you fall from? You had a good opportunity on a pullback here from like, what was this? Almost 950-ish down towards 8. You would have had a good little shot on that, but you look at your overall setup. Overall setup is a big ass bull flag pattern. That's a big old bull flag pattern. Let me see. Okay, let me see how because I know you're looking at it. Let me see how I can help you going into tomorrow and all that. Let's see. Okay, so we know what the tops is, which is gonna be around 950-ish. All right. Let's see. How can I help you out? So we know what the tops is and what we need to break. So yeah, from these tops there, yeah, right around 950 would have been a good, good pullback opportunity to catch. Let's see. But no, what was this? What was the close on that? No, the open, 58. My bad, 58. Right around 58. All right, so you know what the tops is as of now. So I'll put it like this. So at least you know what the tops is going to be, as we move forward. Where you could see some possible short opportunity. But this is bullish though. Look at this. Ever since, what was this, $3? Yeah, from $3, you could definitely, it's been on it's bullish right now. I would definitely go long. You would have had a long opportunity on a swing trade after even after this candle, right here, because after this candle closed out, right around 575, this candle came in. Well, you got a little pullback, trapped those bears, got right back on top of 575, and then you got that push right up to 9. That was a good setup right there. But yeah, be careful, because look at the buying pressure still on this. Even though you got a red candle, look at the buying pressure. They may be trying to hold a certain key level. So watch that. It wouldn't surprise me if they try to push that damn thing right back on top of on top of that 950 and reverse that play. Wouldn't surprise me. But I do see more long opportunities versus short. I would definitely be careful on that. A lot of these areas are clear signs to go long. Look right here, Aussie. Because like I said, after this candle formed, right here, and you closed out, all that candle did was just utilize that candle's close for support. So even despite that pullback, the buying pressure came right back on in, which created that lower shadow. But look at the body of the candle. You notice the body of that candle matched the body of the candle on this one? So all it did was feed off of that candle's close, utilize that for support, and then shot his way up. So that was definitely a bullish move on that end. Now, as far as right now, you are hitting tops. You are hitting tops at around that 958 level. You are hitting tops around 958. So the question is, where do we go from here? Now that we didn't went on this bullish run, now that we hit resistance, now the question is, where do we go from here?
Ingrid Aussie Chick says, yes, thanks for breaking it down.
Yeah, take your time, Queen. Just take your time. Let me see. And you got in, what was your entry on that? Because I know you said you went for a put, but that was short-lived. I wouldn't have went for a put. That was definitely short-lived. Look at it on the 5-minute time frame. That was short-lived. I wouldn't have went short. You couldn't have hold that long, though. You would have had a nice little move, like scalping opportunity on here. Yep, look. And that's crazy how I matched it on the 5-minute. Look at that. 958. You would have caught a quick scalp. Yep. And then right back on up.
Ingrid
quick scalp.
6.86.
So let's see. So you could have caught, I'll put it like this, Ingrid. You could have caught 2 quick scalp off of that 958. Look at this. 958, the first attempt, pull back. Then you ran up to 958. Another attempt, pull back. So you could have caught 2 quick scalps on that price point. But I understand you didn't know what it was. Hell, I didn't know. I had to figure it out just not my damn self. So let's see. So look right now. See what I mean? Longs. See, you got an uptrend going on right now, Queen. I wouldn't be going short on that because all they doing is trapping shorts right now. After you had a nice pullback here, but after that, that was it. That was about the only window of opportunity you had on that. But now they trying to move their way right back up to it. It's creating an uptrend, maybe trying to create an ascending triangle squeeze on this damn thing. So let's see. Guys, still watch that 42.50 on SPY. Still watch 4250 on SPY. Still keep that on watch. What I got left? Oh shit, my thing just went off. I forgot. I didn't even realize it just did it too. Yep, time for me to go. Time for me to go. But yeah, guys. ATNF, Aussie. Be mindful of that level. You do know where your resistance is. So put it like this. As we move forward, watch this key level here. Now, see on, okay, put it like this. If buyers can break above that price point, let's say for instance we have a successful candle breaking above that price point, you can utilize that for a long opportunity, because once you break above that, you can do a breakout pullback. You'll break out, run up, and then 9 times out of 10 pull back and test this level, not on the short side but now on the long side, where now they can turn a bull trap now into a bear trap and go for that continuation push. And don't forget about $10. You know, $10 is going to be a strong resistance. You got to keep that in mind too. So $10 is going to be a natural strong resistance. So, I mean, it's not too far from that level. It's not too far from it, which is probably why you had some good pullbacks, because you was close right to that $10 level. Now, if you do break above $10, you do have room to push your way up towards these, the higher price points, up to possibly, 12 to so forth. But the main thing that you want to watch is going to be this 958. I mean, as far as right now, for what we established off the movement, 958 is going to be resistance as of now. So right here, what I'm trying to do is trying to help you figure out this range here as we continue throughout the rest of the day. So I'm trying to figure out this level. It's like right around, not $8, around $8 level. When you had the bounce and you had the rejection, so it's kind of like in there. So watch this buyer slowly trying to move back up to try to go for that possible retest again around that 958. Yeah, just definitely keep that on watch. So let's see. Now put it like this. Now if sellers so happen to take over from that 958 level, the next thing they're gonna go for is $9. If sellers have it. Now, if buyers have it, buyers should be breaking it back above $9, pushing back up the retest at 58. Now, again, if sellers have it, Aussie, then we should be seeing that upper shadow, which we're seeing now in the body of the candle, stand right back underneath this level here. So, if you see how these candles are matching underneath $9, $9, $9, $9. If sellers would have it, they should be pulling that candle back down to these low levels here. But right now, buyers have it. Buyers have it at this moment, right above 9. It's going to be a back and forth battle. But watch that $9 level right here. If sellers have it, we should be staying underneath $9. If buyers have it, they should be holding above $9, staying within this range here. So watch that key level. Because again, if sellers going to have it, then we should be yanking back underneath $9, slowly pulling our way back down this way. So watch this level. Watch this level. Because they should be pulling almost right back down to these old levels if sellers have it. Right back down to these low levels. Like somewhere right in this little bracket. Like right about here. See, right now they're gapping on top. So they mean buyers are still trying to hold it. You can see, you saw what it just did. It gapped up. See that? It gapped back. It gapped on top of 9. See that? Yep. So buyers are trying to get on top of 9. Trying to go for that push right back on up. Because like I said, majority of the whole entire play is bullish. Yeah, so watch that $9 level. Watch this level. Watch this level very carefully before I head on out. Watch that $9 level. My bad. I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, watch $9. Watch $9 right here. Because like I said, if buyers have it, they should be staying on top of 9. If sellers have it, they should be trying to keep those buyers underneath 9. Because that candle should be joining the rest of these candles underneath $9 if sellers have it. What we got left on this candle? Oh shit, 5 seconds. So right now, let's see. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Should be gapping up. Watch that $9 level. Watch this. Watch $9. Watch $9. Again, if sellers have it, she'll pull back. If buyers have it, should push above it. Wait, why that candle didn't close out? It's 5 minutes. See, right now you're on top of 9. This boss a battle back and forth. Ooh, there go Bias. I knew one of the two was gonna happen. He was up. There you go. I knew one of the two was gonna happen. One of the two was gonna happen. That's why I said watch $9. So also, you saw that volatility move in. You saw the volatility move in. That's why I said watch $9. I said if $9, Bias should step in. If you saw that, right?
Still going, mate.
But you saw how that candle erupted right at $9. Saw them Bias step in. That's why I told you to be careful. I said watch that level. I said watch $9. I said if buyers are stepping in, we still be holding $9. If sellers are stepping in, we should be staying below $9. That's why I had my line right here, watching that candle to see what type of volatility was gonna kick in right at $9. And then lo and behold, you blasted right on up.
Ingrid Aussie Chick.
That was crazy, huh?
Yes, yes.
You saw that, huh? That was crazy. About watching one price point. All I said was $9. And right at 9, look what happened. Bow. That's crazy. All right, guys, I'm about to soon be heading on out because I do have the 10 to Lil Win, man. So, okay, so let me get, ooh, it look like we're about to push up to 42.50 on SPY. 42.50 on SPY. Keep that on watch, guys, and don't forget today, guys, we got CRW. We got some other. Let me go to the earnings real quick too. What's coming out today? Let me go to it before I head on out.
Thanks for today, boss. See you next time.
Yeah, tomorrow, Meth, we're not gonna have any major data coming out. So tomorrow, maybe solely based off of momentum. Matter of fact, let me before I head out, let me see if they're gonna have any press conference coming out tomorrow to make sure that we ain't gonna get surprised by that crap. Let me see. Oh shit, I went to the wrong thing. Where's my president's schedule?
Matthew says tomorrow 645.
Yeah, let me go to the president's schedule real quick to see if they're not gonna have another press conference, anything coming out, something that we should be looking forward to for tomorrow. Did they? Let me see if they should have it out tomorrow, huh? Nope. Nope, that was only damn. I thought they would have released it earlier today. Nah. All they got is today. Nope, I don't see nothing. Nope. I mean, well, once he does post, guys, I'll post it. But I didn't see nothing on as far as the calendar for tomorrow. I guess they ain't posted yet. They normally sometimes do though. They normally post it early. I'm shocked on that. And there you go, Aussie. Look at that. Boom. Right on top of my red line. Right where my red line was at, where they got that rejection at, resistance at. Look at that. They utilized that red line and look. Bam. Look how I created that. Look how I found that channel that quick. And I don't even trade it. That's crazy. But yeah, and all I did also was just take resistance. All I did was just take the old key level that you couldn't break. I just put my line right across the board, and you can see that buyers are utilizing that same resistance mark, trying to utilize that to push their way back up towards the upside. All right, guys. So before I head on out, for SPY longs. As long as we stay on top of that 642, guys, keep on watch for that possible push. Cause Power gonna soon be rolling in too. Got an hour to go, but watch that 642 level. As long as buyers can hold that 642 level, guys, we do have room to push our way up to 642.50. So from that price point, again, you got to keep in mind, 9 times out of 10, SPY likes to normally move by $2 increments. So as long as we can hold the 642 range, we already know by.
Thanks, Chief Austin.
Man, no problem. No problem at all, Queen. If you ever need help, what I told you. Look, what I told you from these bottles. What those bottles gonna try to go back up to. But yeah, guys, if y'all ever need help with anything, man, do always feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to help. Like I said, SPY, it normally moves by $2 increments. As long as you can hold that 642 range, stay on top of 642. We do have room to move our way up towards that 644 range. That means we're gonna have to bypass 642.50.
640 says. Thanks, boss.
Man, no problem at all, look, man, no problem at all, man. Congratulations to all you guys, and again, I wouldn't wish this upon a great team, other greater team than you guys, man. Y'all are well deserving of the money that you guys make, man. And we're gonna make even more. So, cause we definitely gonna be getting this boot camp started soon, cause that's why I've been going through my training. Cause I'm about to be coming down hard on you guys for boot camp. Like I'm gonna get y'all asses out of so many bad habits, especially being impatient. That's key for sure. Number 2 we're gonna work on is procrastinating, second guessing yourself, stopping yourself from making these trades. So boot camp, y'all better get ready, because I'm going up, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna be going in on these, because I'm breaking y'all out of all bad habits so y'all can just have fun trading. And what I told you, Aussie, look what I told you. 958, right? What I told you. Bam! 958. Told you. I told you what they was trying to go to. Long as they held that $9 level, what I told you it's going up to. 958. Bow. Told you. And then from that 958 level, if those buyers can hold, they're going to possibly try to go for that test of $10. But watch this level. Watch this level. Watch this level real quick. Because if those, again, watch to see if those sellers going to try to block them. Watch that level. Watch that level. But, and that's another thing I want to help you guys train on, man. Just to look at any chart and just figure out the plays in seconds. And that's what I've been doing, is training myself on how to be, like, very fast in and out. And shout out to Hardway for the rest of the team.
We come into Louisiana, J-Boss NR.
Oh, I already know. I'm gearing up for it. Oh, I'm gearing up for it. I'll be there. I'm gearing up for it. I promise I'll be there. You know, for sure. Because I'm about to get y'all lit. Because now y'all in my territory. Now y'all in my territory. Louisiana, y'all already know what's going down. Damn, I wish you would have, I ain't gonna lie, I wish AK would have had it around crawfish season, though. That would have been, boy. Crawfish season, you know, crawfish with a little bit of drink here and there. Oh, what? Some seasoned corn on the cob with some potatoes. Oh, see, I would have had you in a position not want to leave. That's how we doing in the South, man. Barbecue, seafood, man. Hey, I love it. I love it. But yeah, guys. But keep everything on watch. But I'm definitely still putting in work on the boot camp. And I'll see y'all too. Oh, Queen.
Oh boy, stop.
Queen.
Queen says, JT.
You think you had, what's up, Char Queen? Aussie, you think you had food? I promise you. Oh man, I'll have you on just everything for a ball shrimp.
Queen says, how is my niece doing?
Oh, doing good, man. Now she's she in high school. Well, going to high school and gonna be doing her thing. I'm proud of the little one. And then we finally got baby boy into public school, so he's no longer in daycare. Now he's gonna be in public school. So shout out to him on that. And then you already know the Roblox King, my son. Damn. I'm trying to remember how they grades because it's so. I'm trying to keep up with every single one of them. My son should be going. The middle one should be going to because he's gonna be 9 this year, so he should be going on. Shit. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to remember so many damn grades and ages. Jesus. It's just, God, I fell top off. Because what makes it easy on my end with the first two, they 5 years apart. No, all three of them are 5 years apart. Matter of fact. Yeah, all three is 5. So that's how it's easy for me to remember the numbers. Because my daughter going on 14. And then my son going to be going on 9. And then my other son just went on 4.
Says, bro, you see this PLTR bang banging.
Let me see, bro. Oh, yeah, buddy. PLTR, I tell you, yeah, for that. Because I think what Primo was talking about, what, 190? It's trying to go for 190. For 190 levels. So, yeah, Aussie, watch that level. See how you got that upper shadow right back underneath that resistance? Watch that level as those buyers are trying to fight those sellers to take that level out. Watch that level. But yeah, man, calling out these plays, man, it's just fun to do, man. I love it. Like, y'all, I'm trying to put you guys in a position to start doing this too, where y'all can see these setups and just play it. Understanding the ranges, you know what type of market we're going to have. Because remember, we already went over the E-League that the market goes through 4 states. Trending state, breakout state, reversal state, and ranging state. So, what is this? Trending state. What is this? Reversal state. What is this? Trending state. You see that? But how it is to just call these plays and just play off of it without guessing and putting yourself in the wrong position. But yeah, guys, I'm about to be heading on out, man. I will be back in tomorrow. I'll be back in normal times tomorrow. It was just kind of tough because I got him. You know, it's just all over the place trying to get everything adjusted. Plus, I was doing my training. Because what I've been trying to do is do my training early in the morning. So that's why I haven't been going on live like at 9. Because I go through my training in the morning. And then once I have downtime, that's when I hop on the live. So I was just trying to balance everything out. So I do apologize if I don't go in right at 9 o'clock. It's because that's kind of like my focus point. In between like 9 to 10 is my focus point. Because y'all know how it was with me. Y'all already know when I was always jumping on my lives early. I'll be taking care of everybody else, but I wouldn't take care of my damn self. So it's like I'll be calling all these plays for everybody else, and they'll be like, why you not trading? Because I was so focused on y'all. But now what this does, it gives me the opportunity to focus on me first. You know, take care of my business, and then you know, going to the live streams and so forth. But what am I doing? I'm still alerting. I'm still on Discord, putting up alerts. You know, I'm telling you guys what to look out for. So I'm still communicating with you guys in some type of way. So I'm not like leaving you hanging completely. I'm again putting out alerts. But I do have to, you know, put myself in a position where I have to focus on me too as well. You know, like, again, because the more knowledge that I gain, I can share that knowledge with you guys. So that's all I'm doing. The more knowledge I gain, I share with you guys. That makes you help you become better traders. So I'm making sacrifice for you guys. I'm doing what I got to do. It's all for y'all, man. It's all for the love of y'all, man. Because I want y'all to be great traders. I want to be great. I mean, I want us to all succeed, you know, and knock this out the market where we get more wins than losses. Where our losses are small and our gains are bigger. So all I'm trying to do is put us in great positions, man. So yeah, guys, I'm about to be heading on out, man, in a few. Well, not in a few. I'm about to be heading out now because I got to tend to him. Guys, if you are new to my channel, you already know the routine, man. Please go to your boy channel, man. We are close to 1,000 subs, but we can start getting monetized for these videos.
$1 new dollar SPY goes to $644.
Yeah, as long as it holds 642. That's your main focus. As long as you hold 642, you already know the next level from there, 642.50 up to 643. Thus putting you $1 away from 644. So yeah, as long as you hold those levels, those particular levels, Queen, keep that on watch. So you're already above the high, which is already 641.57. You're already above 642, which is a natural number. So, as long as you hold 42, stay within that range. The next possible key level, 642.50, 643, thus putting you $1 away from 644, 643.50, which is only putting you 50 cents away from it, and there you go. So right now, uptrend is still holding, still looking good. But yeah, guys, if you are new to my channel, man, please do your boy a favor. Hit that subscribe button, man. We are on that road to 1K subs where we can start getting monetized for these videos. If you already sub, hit the notification bell, like, share, comment. If you're on Twitch, follow or sub in order to avoid the ads, which is not my fault. That is Twitch's rules. It's not me. If you're on Kick, which I just started, you can also follow and sub at this moment as well. And if you're on TikTok, you can follow, which I'm still trying to get over the damn rules so I can start live streaming on TikTok. It ain't my fault. It's these stupid rules. It ain't my fault. Y'all saw me attempt it so many times that I always gotta meet these stupid requirements. It's like, man. But here you go, guys. You're about almost 10 cents away from that 642.50 that we just talked about. So my alert may be soon be going on off at about 10 more cents. So there you go, still creeping on up. As far as PLTR, we do have room to push up towards that 190. Keep that on watch. So, but so far, man, guys, job well done today, man. Let me give y'all some love, too, as well, for everybody, for the whole entire team, as I did before I head out. So, W team, W chat, y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all already know. Shout out to the mods on all platforms. Appreciate y'all for that. And also for always just showing mad love to me, man. Appreciate you guys. So, oops. Yeah, there we go. So let me get my sign out list, my sign out thing. I'm about to be out, guys. I'm about to be chunking up the deuces. What I told you? What I told you? Nadia, what I told you? Nigga, Ingrid, what I told you? 142.50, bow, told you. And also what I told you on ATNF, $10. I'll call them out right before I get off. Bam, that's done. I'm done for the day. I didn't call these bad boys. I'm done. So, guys, I'm about to be signing on off, man. I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try to do my training as quick as I can. I'm going to try to get out of the way, and then I will be hopping on my live. But I will be alerting you guys on my Discord. Please join the Discord. So, shout out to you guys, man. But y'all know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk. Always put great over greed, and y'all will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I know, right? And that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, all my alerts hit right before I got on my live. SPY and ATNF. That is insane. But yeah, guys, everybody have a blessed night, man. I will see you guys tomorrow for Wild Card Wednesdays. Y'all know what time it is. Love y'all, man. Peace.
Subscribe for more content.